You know what? It's just Howard Stern. Do you have the time to listen to me whine all about nothing and everything all at once? Oh, I am one of those melodramatic fools who run into the fun, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes I might play tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. Oh, but it's gonna break it up. And my chest never knowing what I saw. I went so I sang. You ever like my face? She says it's like a text that's bringing me down. I went to a whore. He said my life's a bore. So quit my wedding cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself a creep. Sometimes I might play tricks on me. But it all keeps adding up. Oh, things I'm cracking up. And my chest never knowing what I shot. Grasping to control. So I better hold. As I give myself a creep. As I might play tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. All things I'm backing up. And my chest never knowing.
Damn, I gotta get in a band.
Wow.
I gotta get in a band. I'm wasting my time here.
Seriously, you know, I bet a lot of you people think I come on the Howard Stern show because I think it's fun, or because I think he's funny. Okay. I bet a lot of you people think I come on the Howard Stern show because I think it's fun, or because I think he's funny. I come on this show to torture Howard. 20 years he's married. Lately, I don't keep a broad around more than 20 minutes. Howard, I hope you're listening to this. As this is being played. I bet some wild, nude 20-something is mauling my bones. Don't you just love life? From the top of the Howard Stern building on the Stolen Vehicle Police Recovery Network, it's our pal, Howard Stern.
Yeah, baby, how are you? Good morning, everybody. It's your pal Howard Stern, and yeah, we got a big show for you. Listen to this music. You know there's an urgency to everything I say. Yes.
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
Live up to the hype.
Yeah, there's a lot going on behind me there. Hey, so what'd you do this weekend?
Not much. Not much. I went to a couple of plays. Wait Until Dark with Marissa Tomei and Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Well, she doesn't talk like the girl from My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, there's a stretch. Hey, good morning, everybody.
No, she actually plays a good blind girl.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What happened to Quentin?
Quentin's sinister.
Were you laughing at him?
Laughing at him.
Did you get scared during that play and hug Mr. X? Yeah, baby. You're just a little frightened girl inside that woman's body.
That's what you want, yeah.
Yeah, come on. You know you are. Hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah, I had some weekend.
What'd you do?
Well, I went to my good friend Dr. Lou's daughter's bar mitzvah.
Oh, yeah?
Bat mitzvah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
I'm sure.
Kills a whole day. It's a weird thing, you know.
Yeah, you start in the morning and you don't finish up till like evening.
Yeah, when a Jewish girl turns 13, means everybody has to sit around and party.
First, you got to go to a ceremony.
Yeah, and he goes to a conservative temple. So
Uh-oh.
guys were in yarmulkes, talis.
They had the whole guard.
Dr. Lou was wrapped in a tefillin.
They rolled him in.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that?
No.
You know what that is?
No.
Jewish guys like who go to conservative or Orthodox temples do this thing. They wrap themselves in tefillin.
Now, where does it get wrapped?
Okay. No, you're asking me a lot of questions. I'm only half Jewish, so I don't know this.
You saw it, though.
I did see it. They wrapped like really tightly around their arm. I think like 13 times. I don't know how many times. Everything is numbers.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
almost like Farrakhan.
Have something to do with it.
You wrap like 13 times real tight a leather thing around your arm.
What's that for?
I don't know exactly. And then there's a significance to how many times you wrap it around your arm. And then there's a box attached to it. The box goes over your forehead. And it ties around the back of your neck.
What?
So these guys are walking around with these big giant leather...
got boxes on their heads?
Big giant leather boxes coming out of the middle of their foreheads.
Now, that I've never seen. I guess that's secret. You can't see that.
Yeah. It's very, very secret.
Oh, my goodness. So he was walking around with a box on his head?
Yeah. Looks real weird.
Did you wear a yarmulke?
I grabbed one, but it falls off my head, so I don't know what happened to it. No, I didn't really wear one, no. I don't know. You know. But I'm watching these guys walking around with boxes on their heads, and they're laughing at the Christians. Come on. With the big purple hats.
Is tefillin the leather strap?
Yeah, it's a leather strap, and then there's a box, but I think the box has the entire Torah in it. It's a big box on your head.
You have to, if it goes on your head, will you absorb the Torah?
I don't know. It is kind of funny, though. So you got the yarmulke going, and then in the conservative temples, they've got the guys wearing talis.
What's that?
Those are those like cape things.
They go over the back?
Yeah, but you know those things that you wear, just like they look like a shawl, like a woman's shawl?
Oh, yes, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the guys at this temple had like full Superman capes. Really. I was just like, wow.
Where do you get this stuff?
Man, they had so much gear.
I don't see it sold in Macy's.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, you know. It's like, it's just kind of weird, you know.
Forget the Christians. They're laughing at people in Africa with their faces painted.
I mean, you go to a temple to watch a guy's daughter, you know, take part in a religious ceremony. It's in a language you don't understand. And then
so
guys
you're already distracted because you don't understand the language.
Yeah, my kids were yelling at me because I was talking too much during the ceremony. And they told me that I'm disrespectful.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Your kids are telling you.
Yeah, my kids. And then, I don't know, then there's a guy wearing, you know, a yarmulke, box on his head, and this talis thing that looks like Superman's cape.
And there's no Jackie to help you with this.
No. It's unbelievable.
So you were talking during this, or you were goofing during this?
No, I was talking and stuff to the kids because I hardly get to see the kids, so I was excited to be somewhere with them. So I figured we could talk.
What's going on?
It was a nice family day. So, you know, that was my day yesterday. And then afterward, you have a whole big party, you know, with, you know, disco music, and Dr. Lou must have spent some big bucks.
Oh, boy.
Because they were serving big slabs of roast beef. They had a sushi bar.
Okay, good food, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The sushi bar has become, staple.
The Jews are digging sushi, big time.
There's always a sushi bar.
Yeah. It was like a sushi bar. And then they had these dancers. They had a black guy with, like his hair dyed white like Dennis Rodman.
Uh-huh.
And they had, like, two hot chicks. They had another guy, like an athletic kind of guy, and they're doing dance routines with the kids. And Dr. Lou even got up and did a dance routine with his wife. Because he told me, you know.
He's taking dancing lessons?
Well, no, he's got to do it. Jews love to hire black guys, though, to dance.
I know. There's always the black people come in when the party starts, and they're the entertainment.
Yeah. You should have seen. There were a couple of black kids at the party, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Lou's daughter has a couple of black friends.
That surprised you.
Yeah, it was kind of nice to see. It did shock me. Shocked me to see the black kids running through the temple. Unless he hired them, too. Like he hired the black dancer.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. But he had a whole thing going on here. Dr. Lou, I was trying to count it up in my head because he had big floral pieces in the center of the table. And Oh,
It's
yeah.
almost like a wedding now. I
Yeah.
mean, what do they spend on weddings if they're doing this on the 13th birthday?
I said weddings must go for about 50, 60 grand.
50, 60, come on. Lots more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez. All right, 80, 100?
No, you're getting up into the six figures.
100,000 you think Dr. Lou spent? No, he didn't spend 100
No,
grand.
I meant for weddings. If they're going 50, 60 for the kids' party.
I was talking to a guy there. He was telling me how, his kid, he goes, hey, I had to go through this whole bar mitzvah thing and pay for I had to pay for 3.
Yeah.
He goes, now my daughter's getting married. He goes, I got to spend more money on that for something that's probably not even going to last.
That's right. 3 weeks later,
He goes,
she'll be throwing the shoes at the guy.
he says, at least a bar mitzvah, that's nothing. He says, what if I spend all this money and the marriage doesn't last with these kids? And I go, I know, you're crazy. So this is nuts.
Well, you're going to do it, too.
Marriages?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not spending a dime.
3 of them.
Let the boy pay for it.
3
Just like I had to.
The girl's family pays.
Really? Through the nose.
Yep.
Yeah, well, hopefully I'll be dead by then.
You won't see it.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife deal with it. Let her live and deal with that pain.
Welcome back to the ET Talk. Our guest tonight, Johnny Cochran. We travel now to California to talk to Paul. Paul, thanks for calling. You're on the ET Talk. Hi, Johnny. Hi there. Let me ask you, are you going to see Howard Stern's movie with a white woman? One of those Howard Stern prank calls will pass on Paul. Thank you, Paul. You were successful.
Yeah, baby. We got. I got to play you this. We have the Jerry Springer press conference. That's kind of funny. We're going to take you there.
Press conference?
Yeah, we're going to take you there, and you're going to love it. You're never going to want to come back. Better than a Jewish bat mitzvah. And weatherman Bob Harris is going to call in. That's the guy I told you who lied about being a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bigfoot's coming here. Bigfoot will be here.
The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, Nexus. People say to me, Howard, your hair is so luxurious, so beautiful.
Your hair.
Yeah. The girls.
Get it to be so lovely.
The ladies love to run their fingers through my hair. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful, and I attribute all of my success with my hair to Nexus.
Is that right?
That's right. Umectris.
Finally telling us the secret.
That's true. Umectris conditioner and
Therapy.
Therapy, T-H-E-R-A-P-E-E, made by Nexus. Therapy shampoo and Umectris conditioners. Nexus makes so many great products. So many great products.
For every type of hair.
Yeah, every type of hair. But Robin, when you look at my hair, you know that I'm a Nexus user. There's no way you look this good without Nexus.
I thought it was natural. Now you're telling me you use Nexus.
Well, it is natural. Nexus is natural. I mean, listen, you got to wash your hair with something. I'm using Nexus.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
This is.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean Howard Stern?
Yeah. The Howard Stern Show.
Hey, baby. All right, we're back. Wow, last week was quite something. Everybody I ran into said, hey, how about that small penis contest?
It's mean you couldn't see anything.
I know. Well, it was true. I'm telling you, the 3 finalists were completely flat down there. They looked like women. And yet they did have penis somewhere in the mix. Right? We did see something.
Yeah.
Eventually.
And
yeah, but even stranger than that, I noticed that the 3 guys, like a navel, at least you see even on like an innie, you see something going in. This was just flat.
Yeah, but if they press.
Right, yeah. Yeah. I thought about those guys over the weekend, and as I looked at my own penis, which I do a lot over the weekend, because I like to stand in front of the mirror naked because I work out, and I like to see if I see any progress.
So then you look down.
Yeah. I spend a lot of time, seriously, I don't know about you guys, I spend a lot of time like just checking myself out nude in front of the mirror from different angles.
Long period of time?
Yeah.
It's not a quick glance.
Yeah. I mean, I like to look and see what's doing.
And you turn around.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting a little lipo on my abdomen.
Is that right?
Yeah, a little lipo.
You're finally going to give in to that?
Yeah, I might get some lipo. Lipo. I like that. Nah, I don't think I'd give into it, but, I mean, it would be kind of neat to wake up and just, that little, no matter how much I work out, I get that little roll of flab around my stomach.
And that's what they're saying it's good for.
Yeah, they would just take that right out, suck that fat right out of there.
Yeah, but the stopper for me is always the recovery.
Yeah, because then you can't work out. Or I think you got to wear a girdle for 6 months.
You got to wear like this tight stuff around you for like 6 months.
Yeah, so doesn't that negate the, then all of a sudden you get fat.
And there's a lot of swelling.
Yeah.
So you don't really see the results of your surgery for quite some time?
Yeah, and you can't do any sit-ups, so you probably get flabby, and you can't run, you can't do anything. So then you probably get fat all over.
I had a friend who, I saw her a couple of weeks ago, and I said, boy, you look like you lost some weight. She said, no, not really. And then she called me back later. She said, oh, I forgot. I had lipo several months ago, and finally you can see it.
It's finally kicking in. I mean, it'd be neat if you get the lipo, and then you can go out and work out.
Well, I think you can work out for, after a certain point.
Yeah.
But you still have all this swelling. You really don't see the results for a while.
Yeah, I can't handle that. Plus, I heard that if you get lipo, then when you get heavy again, the fat will come back somewhere else.
Has to.
Yeah. Like it'll come out in your ass.
I told you about my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, what was your friend's story?
She used to have the thinnest waist. No matter how much weight she gained, she always had a thin
Beautiful hourglass figure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then she goes get the thighs. She gets the thighs lipo.
Go ahead.
And now when she gains weight, no waist.
The belly.
The waist goes.
Start to look like a guy. Right? The stomach don't look so good.
Just gets straight.
Oh, my God.
No more hourglass.
See, I don't want to mess with that. I need my hourglass figure. You can't fool God. God knows what's going on. Although I met some stripper at Scores who was telling me that she's had like 4 lipos, and she's tight as a drum.
Yeah, but she's never going to gain weight. She doesn't eat.
Right. Well, that's cool. I guess the point is, if you get lipo, don't gain weight.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, you better mellow out.
That would be the moral of the story.
And that would be the moral. Seriously, you're going to go through lipo. Why are you gaining weight? I know a guy who had lipo on his stomach. A guy. And now he's fat as a pig. He goes, I don't know. I guess my eating got out of control. I go, but you went through all that hassle to look good, and now look at you. You're a mess. Rusty, you're on the air, Rusty. Rusty's gone, Robin.
Oh, we lost Rusty.
Yeah.
Rusty must have been very busy.
Yep. Rusty had an appointment. Esther, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, baby.
Do you remember me?
No.
Sure.
Do I remember you?
From where?
From the other night? Oops. What can I do for you, Esther?
You don't even remember me.
No. How would I remember you? From what? Give me a reference.
I came on your show.
When?
Oh, you're you're the one.
Oh, you're the one who you one time came on our show? I remember
Did they
that.
tell you anything?
What? Okay, goodbye. I'll see you around. Thank you for calling.
I didn't call. John called me.
Oh, he called you?
Well, why did John call her?
I don't know why, but...
Don't they tell you?
No.
They don't tell you anything, do they, Howard?
Well, just... All right, goodbye. So please leave me alone.
You're not telling us anything either.
What do you called her, John?
I'm the big fat pig that was on your show.
What is this,
She's calling
John?
us, Howard.
Yeah.
And so we called her back today.
Oh.
But
honey, when you get on the air, you got to tell me what it's about. John doesn't tell me.
Oh, all right. Well, I thought he...
All right, goodbye. She's an annoying...
No, Howard, just talk to her.
No, I hung up. I can't take it. You don't understand. I'm doing a radio program. People don't have time to decipher her new language. She's speaking Klingon.
She's the fatso that was supposed to lose 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Now she wants to come down and show
Did
me.
she lose the 50?
I think she took off 30 or 40.
All right, so tell her to come down. Call her back, please. I can't sit and listen to her whining, though. Do you remember me? John called me.
Don't they tell you anything?
I mean, no, they don't. They don't give me a briefing.
Why talk to you if they're going to tell us everything?
Yeah. If I know everything, how's my audience going to know anything? D, you're on the air. Yeah, go ahead.
What's up with all the little kids killing all the teachers?
Oh, yeah. There was another one. Did you hear about that?
No.
Kid went to the prom, blew the science teacher away.
Oh, yeah, I did hear. Yeah, over the weekend, right? Yeah.
Where are their parents at?
What'd you say?
Where are their parents at?
Where are their parents at?
Yeah.
They're smoking crack.
Must be.
I don't know. I don't know where their parents are at.
They must be crazy.
I don't know anything about this story, where the parents are at.
If they was, man.
Are these white kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all are.
A lot of white kids killing their...
White kids blew you away.
Where's this, down south?
No, it was in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's like the South.
It's south of here anyway.
Yeah, it's certainly South. Anything south of New York is the South.
You know, the sad thing is I'm reading this article in the USA Today about it, and they say they talked to some woman who just moved from New York City because she wanted to get away from home.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. Robert, go ahead.
Good morning, Howard. How are you? I'm calling because I just wanted to ask a question about computers. I mean, I'm actually really thinking about investing in a computer. And I know
Well, where have you been?
What is it, the Dr. Meltzer show?
Yeah, I'm thinking of investing.
I know you know a lot about
First of all, computers are not an investment. You don't expect any return on your money.
It'll be worthless in 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, I just basically wanted to at least to start surfing the internet, sort of get into that a little bit. And then,
How old are you?
25.
25, and you're not into computers yet?
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm in the medical field. I never really got into the...
All right. So what do you want from me?
I just wanted to know what you'd recommend. I mean, what type of computer I should purchase.
Well, I've been buying IBM, and I tell you, I love it. I mean, they're a little pricier, but I know why, because they're good.
Really?
Right, Jackie? The laptops?
Unbelievable stuff.
The IBM ThinkPad?
Dependable.
Unbelievably great. I just got a new one, man. I love it.
Is that right?
A 14-inch screen on a laptop? Forget about it. It's great.
You would definitely recommend a PC as opposed to a Macintosh.
No, I'd recommend a IBM over a Macintosh.
But if he doesn't get an IBM...
They're all PCs. Macs are PCs.
All right, so IBM compatible.
Yeah, IBM compatible, right.
Well, Howard, let me ask you. I mean, don't they all have like a certain megahertz, certain like as far as how quick?
Yeah, I'm into those megahertz.
And the Pentium.
And the Pentium, I'm into that. I don't know much about computers. I've just had a good experience with the IBM product. And you know what? What's a good starter computer? The IBM Aptiva.
IBM Aptiva?
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you want. You want a laptop or you want...
I actually wanted a computer for home, PC.
Do any of you guys have the Aptiva? I got that for my kids.
Yeah,
it's
but
fast.
if you get
My
that,
wife's got it, too.
It's a whole thing, it's everything you need, right?
It's
one.
the whole thing.
It's all bundled.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So that's
keyboard
nice.
And the computer and the monitor.
So you don't have to buy separate...
Yeah, I've also been told Hewlett-Packard is a pretty good brand to look
I got
at.
I got a good printer from them. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they'd have a good computer, but I've just been, I hooked up with Jeff Schick, and he turned me on to IBM, and I've been very satisfied. And the Aptiva seems reasonably priced for all the computing power you get.
Giving you a lot of tech support this time. Helping you out.
Yeah, well, you got to go to a store, you get tech support.
Yeah,
so.
you can't do this alone.
Yeah, and check out the Aptiva, but check them all out. See what you like.
I'll do that. Thanks a lot, Howard.
All right, dude. Later.
Bye.
See? I'm like Bernard Meltzer.
But I just heard, as much as I, because I've never used a Mac, but I just heard they adapted a Mac for a gorilla.
What do you mean?
They actually set up a computer for this gorilla, Coco.
Yeah.
And Coco can use the Mac. So
Really?
You ought to be able to use the Mac.
Mac is easy to use, except the only problem is nobody uses them.
I know.
So you want to go with something everyone's using.
I'm just saying, if you really are all thumbs and you don't understand this stuff and you're afraid of the computer, maybe you ought to go with a Mac.
I'll tell you, the internet is a pain in the ass. I go on the internet last night, and I'm on some website, and they say download a video. Could you get like a piece of video?
Yeah.
So I go, okay. So I go to view the video, and then they say, well, you need a whole new piece of software to watch this video.
Right.
So I go to
or
download.
You need a drive or something.
Yeah, well, I need to go download the video. It got so complicated, I just said, it's not worth it. I'm not going to spend half my day to just see a little piece of video.
I finally decided to use a CD-ROM once.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my God. It's hours of installation.
Yeah, well, forget it. That's right. I just give up.
What is this?
It's not easy. It's not easy.
I thought it'd be like a CD. You just put it in and it played.
Yoni, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Who is this?
All right, thank you. Who is this? He calls me and he asks, who is this? Melrose Larry Green, go ahead.
Good morning, Howard. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm down here in Houston, Texas, and I have a couple of things. First of all, I have an interview with Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters talking about you and your CBS show and how much he loves you.
Okay.
And that's one thing. I want to play that for you. Second thing is I'm going to be coming to New York next week. I'd like to stop in because I'm going to be... I'd like to stop into your show because I'm going to be playing at the Westbury Music Fair opening.
All right, please. I'm going to vomit from you.
He's opening what?
He's opening up Westbury Music Fair. I think they gave him the key. He's going to get to open the door. What do you mean you're opening up Westbury Music Fair?
I'm opening up for Jackie Mason at Westbury.
Oh, please.
Again?
Again?
No, I didn't.
After the last fiasco? You were horrible.
I have new jokes. I want to do them in your studio. Is that possible?
All right, can you please play the tape?
Yes, okay, ready? Here it comes.
This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. Melrose Green annoyed him.
What do you think of Howard Stern? We're in Houston, Texas, by the way. Hi, we're in Houston, Texas. I like Howard a lot, man. We went on a show. We did a show once, and I've been a fan for years. He used to be in Washington, D.C., where I grew up. What do you think about Howard's new show on CBS? Well, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited for Howard.
All right. Paul, you're on the air. It was a great tape. Wasn't that interesting? Aaron, rather, you're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Aaron, quickly.
This is Aaron.
Yes.
And,
we've established that you're Aaron.
And I just wanted to let you know that I was at Temple. I had a bat mitzvah. It was my cousin's bat mitzvah. First of all, I have to tell you, those things are so long and drawn out.
I don't know how anyone can get a religious feeling from a
I don't understand
bat mitzvah.
Things go on, but I was sitting there with my, well, now it's my ex-girlfriend, but I was playing with her hair, and some lady, she must have been like 70 or 80, took me by the hand and dragged me out of the temple and yelled at me, saying how I was inappropriate, that I should not be playing with my girlfriend's hair. We're in a religious ceremony.
Which hair? The hair on her head or the hair on her...
She called me a bad Jew. She goes, "You are a bad Jew, and, you know, you should not..."
Well, all these old farts have all these superstitions and all kinds of things about, you know, in all religions. You know, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. By the time you get out of there, you can't do anything. I mean, there are guys wrapping themselves
up. Don't the women and men sit separately?
Yeah.
Not in my temple. Everybody sits together, so...
But, way to go. Way to get with the 90s.
And they expect you not to touch your hair?
Yeah, she said, she goes, "You shouldn't be playing with somebody's hair. You should be reading the..."
You know what you should have done? You should have pulled down that old lady's dress and started playing with her hair.
She's just jealous because I was playing with her hair.
Yeah. Say, honey, I'm going to play with your hair now. You know what I mean?
Oh, Granny, you're jealous.
Hey, honey, don't get too upset. Look at those two gay guys in the corner. They're playing with each other's hair, too. All right. There goes Aaron. Yeah, religion's weird, man. I'm telling you. People get all kind of superstitions, the way you're supposed to behave. It's all supposed to be so serious. Scary. Religion is scary to me. Guys wrapping themselves up in leather and
putting
boxes on their head. It scares me. It looks scary. Like, gee whiz, what do I got to do? And then you feel like, how do you learn how to do all this stuff?
Well, you know, when Trudy was talking to us the other day about going to Versace's funeral, and I said, "What were you doing? You had a whole veil on. You look like the widow." She said, "Well, it was a Catholic funeral, so you have to wear this thing." I said, "Who was supposed to know all this?"
Yeah, who knows? Who knows all these rules? Man.
Can't we just come and say goodbye?
Hey, here's the guy, Paul, who won the small penis contest on Friday. Paul. Hey, Ben.
Good morning, savior of small penises.
What can we do for you?
How are you today, sir?
All right.
Oh, God, let me tell you. I'm going home on a train going, they actually wear cowboy chaps and a cowboy hat.
We had him in a cowboy hat, cowboy chaps with his non-penis exposed.
Unbelievable.
I was thinking about you all weekend, man.
I'm sure you were.
I know, I really was. I was like, man.
I'm picturing you now.
I was like,
I'll forget that out of my head.
I mean, it's embarrassing for a guy. I mean, I'm small, but, I mean, gee whiz, I'm 10 times bigger than you.
You know what's the worst part I didn't tell you? I have my brother Eugene.
Mm-hmm.
He's hung like Tommy Lee.
Really?
Yeah, so, I mean, tell me how that's a nightmare.
Oh.
He got everything.
And the kid's 24.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I come home, and I get about 10 million messages, and it's, "Congratulations, and I'm sorry." You know, basically.
Good news, bad news.
You know?
Yeah.
So now I go to Atlantic City that day because they say, hell, I won. I might as well go try to hit money. And I went to go see a concert. Now, I'm on a bus, like there's these private buses in Atlantic City, and I'm getting off the bus, and my friend goes to the bus driver's a female. "Do you listen to the Howard Stern show?" And she's like, "Yeah. Did you hear that contest today?" And she goes, "Well, my buddy Paul, he's the grand prize winner." She's like, "No way." Now she's looking at me.
Yeah.
And she goes, "No way."
Staring at your crotch.
Exactly. And I start singing the song.
Oh.
Her eyes bulge out. Her mouth drops. She goes, "Oh, my God, it is you."
Superstar.
And she goes, "You know what? You certainly have a good attitude." I'm like, unbelievable. Then I go meet a couple of guys at a bar, and they're talking about you. And I'm like, I say, "Well, you know what, guy?" And now I'm coming out of the closet, basically, because once the TV show goes on, I'm doomed.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I come out and I go, "Well, I'm the guy." And you're like, and I didn't even say my name. They go, "You're Paul?" They go, "Don't worry, dude. You're amongst friends."
I got to tell you something. I was thinking we should save the penis contest for our first show on CBS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Howard,
like maybe save it for the big Saturday night program.
Howard, it's like now
right?
I'm the representative of people coming out of the closet with small penises.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
That'll really shake things up at CBS.
Weren't you shocked, though? You never knew
No.
how bad things could get.
Yeah, I thought I always had a small penis and I was one of the smallest.
You thought you had the smallest.
Yeah, I'm huge.
Yeah.
I am I am so hung.
It was a great weekend, wasn't it?
It was a great weekend. I was walking around nude. I wanted my kids to see. You know what I mean? I have something.
Yeah.
You know, I've got testicles and a penis.
You have something to show.
Yeah, I have things there.
I had all the curtains open.
Yeah, right. Come on, everyone. Hey, I think I'll go sunbathing nude.
He's taking his victory walk.
I had tattooed on my stomach 2 big arrows pointing down.
I had ex-girlfriends calling up going, "No, you didn't."
Yeah.
It was. I said, "What's next? Me making appearances at strip clubs with crackhead Bob?"
Yeah,
you
maybe.
Know what I mean?
Hey, dude, you could clean up.
That's what I'm saying. Before you know it, at the end of the show, he's gonna be his Paul will be appearing at Hips. You know?
Dude, seriously, if you went on tour with that thing, forget about it.
Unbelievable.
People want to see it.
And you know what it is? I checked on the web. I saw the package deal for Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, unbelievable. I'm so psyched.
Yeah, what is the prize you won? Tell me what you learned, because I'm still not clear what it all is.
It's down in Mexico. It's 7 days, 6 nights.
Right.
All you can eat, all you can drink, and it's just an exclusive resort.
Right.
And they're gonna have films going down there, and women are just gonna be totally naked.
What do you mean? They have a private plane that takes you down?
I guess they're gonna charter the new Dirk Diggler.
Yeah, who knows?
You know what I'm saying?
You'll be the worm boy.
Unbelievable.
So then you get down there, and then the 70 porn stars all hang around naked all weekend.
Right, and of course they're gonna milk it with you as much as possible. So I'm gonna be the king thing down there.
Yeah, those guys, pretty good guys too, who were sponsoring the trip. They gave us 3 free trips.
Yeah. That was really nice of them.
For all the guys with small penises, and you can call them at 1-800-995-2583.
Since I was the grand prize, at least I should get something extra than are we going to Scores? That's what I want to know.
I'm going to look into it. I think I'm going to make that happen.
I thought only the losers were going to go this time.
Well, these 3 guys could go, too.
Dude, especially those poor losers.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, well,
I'm telling you how.
Dude, you're a loser. You won the small penis contest. You're not exactly a winner.
Well, you know what? I am a winner. Because I'm going down to Mexico, baby.
You're going down there with nothing between your legs.
Hey. Howard, I said, don't believe the package the way I'm telling you, man.
All right, okay. He says when he gets excited, there's something there.
I'm telling you, man.
All right, man, easy. Easy. What?
Don't you want to see that?
Yeah. We have to have another contest. All right, my man.
We got to bring back the circus.
I tell you, everybody said you're a real good guy, Paul.
I love you guys. I'm telling you, that you made my world.
Well, you were great, man, and it took some balls to show what you had down there.
Thank you so much.
You're the man, Paul.
Thank you. No, you're the man, Howard.
Hope it was liberating in some respects. There was nothing between his legs, bro. Oh, my God. Hey, is this Dave Grohl? Yeah, I love this guy. Foo Fighters. This is when he was in the studio.
Hello. Yeah, the acoustic version.
I've waited here for you ever long. Tonight I throw myself into and out of the red, out of her head she sang.
Hey, tomorrow, Vinnie Mazzio's stopping by with his stand-up act, his really awful stand-up act.
Again?
Later this week, and Arthur will tell you the do's and don'ts of meeting strippers. This guy tells you how to get it on with strippers.
Oh, is this Ralph?
No. Supermodel Carol Alt's going to stop by. She's single now, and I'm probably going to seduce her on the air. And, another author is going to come in and tell us which Hollywood celebrities are gay. We're going to out some people. Yeah, that's right. And the gossip game. And today, Bigfoot's stopping by today.
And I wonder. Wow.
Hey, this is David Schwimmer of Friends, and you're listening to a man who spreads faster than anthrax, Howard Stern.
Stern Show.
I'm Jean Benet. Howard Stern is my kind of guy. Talented, exciting, and doesn't force his kids to do beauty pageants.
Not yet.
Up.
Word up, G. Bigfoot's coming in, Matt Bigfoot, 7:30. He's got some news he wants to share with us. Weatherman Bob Harris. Remember I was telling you about this guy?
Yeah, we were talking about Dr. Laura Schlesinger and how, she's hardly a doctor.
Well, this guy was the weatherman for the New York Times. He was the weatherman on CBS Morning Radio. He was like a big deal here in New York. And he was Dr. Bob Harris, and then they found out he wasn't a doctor. And then he was, like, disgraced.
So why is he calling us?
He said he heard us talking about him, and he said he's going to call in. He says he don't care.
Tell us what it's like.
Yeah. He says, I admit to it.
What's he doing now?
I think he's living down in Florida.
He's pretending to be a gynecologist.
Yeah, cool. Like, if you're going to pretend to be a doctor, don't pretend to be a weatherman. And you know what it was? It didn't even matter. Like, he was so good at it. They say he was one of the best.
Yeah, he didn't need to pretend.
Yeah, he didn't. But, somehow he got caught up in being a fake doctor, I guess to get his first job or something, and then it kind of got screwy from there. And Vinny the retard who does our show all the time? He claims he got into a car accident this weekend with Elephant Boy, but they hit into each other. It was total coincidence.
They weren't trying to. They weren't in the same place.
Vinny.
How you doing?
Is that really true?
Yeah, that's very true.
Where did you have your car accident?
I headed on Sunset Parkway going off of Cross Island.
Whose fault was it?
It was Fred's. I had my mother in the car.
So you got into a car accident with Elephant Boy all completely by coincidence?
Yes.
All right. You're driving along, and was there any damage to your car?
Oh, yes.
Totaled?
No. I drive a feces box.
A feces box?
Yeah, I mean, it's a real lousy car, so he just smacked the quarter panel.
And where were you guys going? Were you both on the way to some whorehouse or something?
No, I was taking my mother home, and he was going to Roosevelt Field.
And did you guys, man, can you imagine when the cops showed up and started filling out the accident report?
They thought some really bad thing had happened to both these
they
guys.
said, hey, both these guys can't talk now. There's going to be a massive lawsuit.
What I thought was very funny is when I finally introduced my mother to Fred the Elephant Boy, she was looking for his trunk.
Yeah. All right.
You never met her before.
So you guys are not injured or anything?
No.
Oh, all right. So there's not going to be.
How did Elephant Boy hit you?
It was raining very heavy, and I assumed that he hydroplaned, and the back wheels just picked out, and then when he finally landed, he was perpendicular, and he just went into me.
Ooh.
Can you imagine? Is Elephant Boy hitting Vinny the retard? What are the odds of that?
I mean, it's got to be like 1 in a billion.
I mean, yeah.
Two people from our show hit each other.
Exactly.
Vinny, you got to think of a better way to get on the show. I can hardly believe this.
Well, this is the best I can do.
All right. Thank you, Vinny.
I'm a retard.
Okay. Thanks, Vin. That's Vinny the retard. You'll never know if that's true or not. Adrian, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Yo.
What's going on?
Hey, by the way, speaking of what's going on, the most interesting story in the newspaper today is that Tom Snyder is not going to do his television show anymore.
He's tired.
He's tired. 61 years old, he's tired. It's not that he's tired, it's that the show gets no ratings.
He's 151?
Yeah, and you know what's weird about it? It's like it's not even thinly veiled. They're going, well, he has a couple of years left on his contract, but he asked to be released early.
And we're letting him.
Yeah, we're going to let him do it, yeah. Tom Snyder was maybe the worst choice, I said it at the time, to do the follow-up to David Letterman. I mean, Tom Snyder is not a great entertainer. The show is unwatchable. It's a bore fest.
I'll tell you how bad it was. When I heard it being announced on the news, I didn't know what show they were talking about.
I know. Like, you were like, how can that be? The Tom Snyder show. Maybe.
They were calling it the Late Late Show. I didn't even know it had a name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's weird because, Conan O'Brien is walking around like he's King Tut, like he's like the savior of late-night television.
That's right. I think he's going to stay.
He's on against Tom Snyder. I mean, he's not even getting big ratings. He's on against Tom Snyder. And Tom Snyder, there are nights that I tune in Conan, and Conan's unwatchable. So I go over to Tom Snyder, and like Tom Snyder will have a guest I'm even interested in, and I cannot.
Good guess.
I cannot watch it. I don't know what it is about the guy. He just cannot be interesting. It's unreal. So now he's saying, well, I want to go sit. He says, I want to take a change in my career path. I'm like, what career path?
Is he taking the same career path he's always taken?
Yeah, sitting on the beach. And then they're saying, well, he might go back to network radio. And I'm like, no, he won't. He bombed there, too. No one's going to hire him. Network radio.
Yeah, everybody leaves television to do radio.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an easier thing. It's much easier pace. He goes, well, I don't want the pressure of doing a nightly... It looks like that guy's having no pressure.
Wait a minute.
A pressure of a nightly television
It's an
show.
hour show.
Yeah.
And he does it in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't have to get up early.
No.
Obviously does no research. I've seen the show.
You couldn't ask for a better job.
So where's the pressure?
Yeah. Well, maybe he wants to go back to being a waiter. He might have a future at that. I mean, who's he kidding? So what they did was they quietly excused him. I mean, no one is buying this story that he doesn't want to do late-night television.
Right.
This is all this guy wants to do.
Beg to get back into late night.
And no, you know, seriously, I swear to you, I'm not just saying it to be outrageous. The guy's just awful. I mean, he should know it. Look at the ratings. I mean, people at that time of night will not watch him.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Tom Snyder is about as interesting as whale crap, okay?
Well, Tom Snyder, by the way, was getting beat by infomercials.
Oh.
It used to irritate me every time he says, sit right there and watch the pictures fly through the air or something like that.
Or sit back and have your color teeny.
Yeah, color teeny, but the pictures were flying through the air.
Yeah, well, here's a guy who got into television 900 years ago. You know, and then it says in the paper today, Tom Snyder's color teenies won't be flying through the air much longer. Color teeny. Color teeny. What the... I don't know if they use the F word.
Oh!
Like talking a language people understand.
Yeah, at least.
He's going to make up his own little catchphrase.
What the hell's that mean?
Sit back and have a color teeny.
What the hell's that mean?
Even OJ's upset by that.
What the hell's that mean?
Yeah, dude, what's up?
Couple questions. What's the story right now on Private Parts 2? Do you have like a script or?
No, I have nothing. I haven't even returned Ivan Reitman's phone call, which I owe him a phone call.
Is that right? You know what? For the sequel, I think that you should get a shot of Robin's beautiful big breast. You know, because
That's what we're thinking of opening up the whole movie with.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Just like make a 2-hour movie just of her breasts. You know?
What do you say, Robin? With like a fly crawling across your breast.
Travelogue.
Yeah, like a travelogue.
Yeah, baby. You know.
Yeah, I know. I know you have nothing to say. So Robin said during our commercials... Oh, excuse me.
Robin's double whoppers, they're conversation stoppers. You know that they're even bigger than Gary's choppers. Oh, Howard wants to see him, should be in a museum. Wishes he could hold the big headlines.
You know, we... Maybe on our second show we'll do that.
What?
Our CBS show, yeah. What's I going to tell you? Oh, yeah. So Robin said during the commercials, she heard a commercial for CBS television. We run a lot of commercials for CBS television because I guess they get them on here free.
You think so?
Yeah.
Tom.
Well, think about it. We're CBS radio, so the television now just uses us like whores.
Even if they claim they were paying, it'd just be a paper exchange.
Yeah. So anyway... During the commercials, there was a commercial for a TV show. What TV show is that?
It's a news I guess on the local news or something.
All right. On local news here in New York, they're doing a story on a woman. Her mother had cancer. Her sister had cancer. So she beat cancer. She's going, she beat cancer. So how did she beat cancer? Mind you, the woman didn't have cancer. She cut off her breasts, cut out her uterus, cut out everything. What else did she cut out?
I think she cut out something else, but I couldn't. I was like so flabbergasted.
Did you get that commercial? I'd like to hear it. I think we should replay it because...
Yeah, it was in the last batch.
Yeah. Fred's going to go look for it.
Okay, because she just got rid of all her organs.
Yeah. I mean, does that count? Now, in the paper today, they're saying they have found a cure for cancer. Did you see this?
No.
They developed a pill. They say it'll be perfected in about 5 years.
It's not in pill form yet. See?
No, it's not in pill form
They're
yet.
shooting to make it a pill.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't cure cancer. It would make it more manageable.
Is that because it's saying that it would get rid of it?
Well, they would be able to cure it probably with some of the other drugs once they got this stuff that
Really?
stops it from growing so rapidly and so forth.
Yeah, it's supposed to be some big deal.
But it's still in the very early clinical trial stage, and they said it'd be about 5 years.
Yeah. But this woman seems to have found a cure for cancer.
Before that.
Yeah, she says, chances are I'm going to get cancer, so I'll lop everything off. In fact, I know a guy who cured his athlete's foot by chopping off his legs.
He didn't have athlete's foot.
Yeah, it works.
His father had it and his brother had it.
He knew he'd get it by one of those dirty shower rooms. The guy plays a lot of football and stuff. You know what I mean? All right, here, listen to this ad. This is kind of funny.
Julia Roberts' big secret on the next Entertainment Tonight. The pretty woman is coming to prime time.
All right.
You won't believe who she's kissing in the classic cliffhanger of one of TV's most successful sitcoms. Then this is no normal Jim Carrey interview. E.T.'s Bob Cohen rigs up a secret camera to catch Jim in the act. It's candid camera, Carrey style. Plus, surviving the moment of impact. A special preview on Entertainment Tonight.
Tonight at 7:30 on CBS 2.
Wait, it's coming.
Cancer took her mother, her sister, and odds are it would have taken her. But she fought back. Tonight on News 2 at 11, here's Sherry's story. A 36-year-old woman without a trace of cancer chooses to have a double mastectomy, a hysterectomy, and her ovaries removed. A woman's choice and a mother's courage.
Wow.
She took control before cancer took control of her.
Oh,
Sherry's story.
You know,
only on News 2 at 11.
hey, in all seriousness, Jackie got his toenail problem under control by chopping off his toenails. You know what I mean?
That's
Don't you
true.
think? You know, I was talking to a guy yesterday. He says, you know, my brother died when he was 40. He had a stroke. I said, oh, you're kidding me. But this guy, meanwhile, is 50, and he's in perfect health.
Yeah.
So this woman, because her mother and her sister had cancer.
She probably wasn't going to get it.
No.
Because those two had already gotten it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean just because somebody in your family has cancer means you're going to get it. I mean, tomorrow she could get hit by a vitamin truck.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't somebody talk her out of it? Jeez.
I mean, what doctor would do that? Well, honey, you don't have anything wrong with you. I'm not going to chop off your breast and take out your uterus and give you a hysterectomy. What, are you insane? And they're saying she's courageous.
Oh, yeah, they're applauding her.
This sounds to me like it's crazy. Am I nuts?
What?
Wait till you get something. But she's saying, I guess, well, if I wait till I get something, I'll be dead.
Will you stop it?
How about getting frequent mammography and checkup?
Too late. Get it all out. Maybe I should clean out my insides.
Oh.
Get rid of my prostate. I can never get cancer. But don't you know how cancer works? Cancer will find something
That's right.
to
It'll
attach
latch onto
itself.
something else.
I can't believe doctors don't know that. So like, if you chop off your breasts and you
Get in there.
and you take out your you have a hysterectomy, which is
Get in there.
clean out all your vagina and everything,
Right.
anything attached to the vagina. So it'll go to your brain
Or your
something,
liver.
or your liver.
Pancreas.
Too much, huh?
Yeah.
All of a sudden she got brain cancer.
Yeah, I mean, but of course. What do you think? You think cancer just like
Maybe she should get her brain taken out.
Yeah, and what's she going to do about her colon?
get it taken out? Andy, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how are you, buddy?
Hey, dude.
What's up with Jackie on the on that CNN show last night? He's trying to look like Steven Seagal, and what's up with that belly he's got? What's cooking?
Oh, you were on Judith's show last night, huh?
Yeah, what's he said?
Jackie was on the Judith Regan show. Judith Regan is a woman who like, this is the weirdest thing, man. You know Judith because she published your book, too.
Sure.
Okay.
She's in love with you.
Is she? What'd she say?
She says she doesn't make any bones about it. She loves you.
Yeah, she loves me. Meanwhile, I haven't seen her in 2 years.
She has to stay away. She
Yeah.
loves you
Makes
so
it
much.
easier to love you.
The most sex I ever got from her is when she pushed her pencil toward my penis. So anyway, the point is, Judith's a very attractive woman who is a book. She was an editor over at Simon & Schuster.
Right.
Okay?
Cold, okay.
You shut up.
Sorry, Howard.
So she's a book editor over at Simon & Schuster when I met her years ago, and she had the bright idea of making a book with me, which was great. And I had a good time doing it. Book was very successful. She had a bunch of successful books, so they hired her at HarperCollins and gave her her own book imprint. It's called Regan Books.
That's right.
Robin did a book on Regan Books. I did another one on Regan Books. So anyway, but she hates being a book editor.
Yeah, she wants to get out of there.
She wants to be like a star.
Yeah.
In show business.
She wants to be in show business in the worst way.
Have you seen her on her show? They doll her up. She looks.
Do they?
She looks like a glamour puss.
Does
She's
she?
got longer hair and everything.
She's working on her look.
Tell her to marry Jackie.
Yeah. So anyway, so they gave her, because Rupert Murdoch don't know what to do with her, he gave her a TV show that no one's ever seen. Have you ever seen it?
I saw it once in a hotel.
I've never seen it. What channel is it on?
It's called what? FX? Or is it
Fox News?
No, it's not even on FX.
No, 45.
Fox News.
Oh, it's the Fox
channel.
News channel.
Yeah, like who gets that?
On Long Island, I think
Nobody.
it's 51 or something. That's way
Really? You mean you actually get it?
Yeah.
I don't even see this.
Yes,
She doesn't pay for cable.
You get it.
I do?
But I've never seen it when I'm at home. I once was, I forget even where I was, but I turned on the television, and there she was.
I saw it once. I was going around the channels, and I said, God, who's that? She looks familiar.
Is she any good or is she horrible?
You gotta say that.
She had me on. It was good.
I saw it when
And let me get this straight. Her show is a half hour or an hour?
An hour. He was on for half an hour.
Hold Jackie half hour?
He was on for 26 minutes.
What did you learn about Jackie?
We probably plugged for 23 of them. Can I give you a critique, Jackie? I didn't see the show.
Well, why don't you see the show
we get
before
a
the
tape
critique?
of the show
I will.
before you do this?
But can I give you a critique?
Yes, you can.
Even without seeing the show? Because I've seen Jackie's chat conferences and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And what he does is he feels so compelled to promote his products that the whole interview ends up being Jackie slipping in a plug every minute.
A plug?
And it's never interesting because he always plugs.
Hey,
I mean, okay, so give 1 or 2 plugs, but I mean...
How dare you?
Why? I bet you I'll be right.
A 3-year plug for your movie.
Yeah, but I made it interesting.
And
you don't. He gets on and he's like, hey, guess what? I got a screensaver. I got a this. I got a that. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you. Every interview you ever do. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, you're wrong.
What is he promoting?
Like, I see him on the chat lines. He'll go on, like, America Online or Prodigy.
Right.
And he'll go into the big chat auditorium. And every other thing is like, hey, and by the way, I'll be at Rascals. And, hey, by the way, I've got, why don't you order my CD? And by the way.
How those things work, what you do... I'm not gonna...
All right, whatever.
Hey, Howard.
When you do those things, you write out your plugs in advance, and they cut and paste them in while they're typing up the questions as you go along. Because there's a delay period.
All right, there's no critiquing you. Sorry.
Yes, there is critiquing me.
No, I'm just trying to give you a hand, pal.
So why don't you ever say it the next day?
I just did. Isn't it the next day?
Howard.
Yeah.
Listen, he was also talking about how he just bonded back with Robin, and how he wasn't talking to Stuttering. How he was walking through the hallway, and he don't...
All right, I'll get a copy of the show.
Find out what was going on.
Listening to you describe a Jackie appearance is torture. You're torturing me.
That's exactly what I said on the air the other day about Gary and me passing the hall.
Oh, okay.
Stuttering. It was a good appearance, I thought. Oh.
Here's Dr. Wilshire has information on removing parts of your body.
Okay.
What kind of doc are you, doctor?
Good morning, Howard. I'm a reproductive endocrinologist. I actually
Cool.
do this type of surgery. I can take your ovaries out through your belly button and stuff.
You can take my ovaries out through my belly button?
I'd like to see that happen.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can avoid the major surgery. So,
Yeah.
you know, the mastectomy and the ovaries being taken out, you can do it really cosmetically now. So it really is...
Oh, so you take out...
Yeah, but what you do, you see, if your mother and your sister have cancer, what you can do is you can have this genetic test done. It's called BRCA1 or BRCA2, and you see if you've got this gene defect. And if you've got the defect, you know that you have at least a 60 to 70% chance of getting cancer.
Yeah, but you know as well as I do, you could remove 99% of your body.
And still get cancer.
If you're going to have cancer in your genes, it's going to attack just another part that you left in.
But it's chances. It's
come on.
chances. You know, every guy
This is
can get
absurd.
prostate cancer if he lives long enough, for example. But
The cancer, the defect is in the genes, right?
Yeah, but do you have it or you don't? You see, and the thing is, your chances are much, much higher if you've got the gene defect. And they've identified 2 of them now, and there's probably more.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Is this gene defect specific for breasts?
Yes, specific for breast and ovarian, and there's one coming for colon, and there's going to be others for other.
So what do you do if your colon, if you got a targeted colon?
That's a bad one. Then they got to take your colon out.
Take your colon out, man. Then you're doing it into a bag attached to the side of your body.
Yeah, or they're getting pretty good at turning the small intestine to a large intestine. You cut it back, and you make it bigger, and you can hook it up to your bottom, and still have.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Pretty wild, but you know. What's really the issue here is...
Oh, I don't want to hear the issue. I'm sick of you. No offense, Doc. Lillian, go ahead. This is the mother-in-law of the woman who had her body parts removed.
Okay.
Hey, Lillian.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay.
Man, that's nasty stuff, man. Removing your body
You're
parts.
the mother-in-law, so she's married to your son.
She's married to not my son, but my husband's
son. Okay.
Lillian, are you a smoker?
Not anymore.
Good. I can tell in your voice.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, everyone's worried about cancer in that family.
So
well, I'm not worried about cancer because of what she's worried about cancer.
Yeah, I know. So she had her breast removed, so
who am I talking to?
Howard. So did she get implants? So she has no boobies?
Well, let me just say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
She had genetic testing because her sister, who had cancer, had one mutant gene. When her gene testing was done, she had 2 mutant genes.
Fred has 5 mutant genes.
But he's staying
well, that's
keeping
his
all
brain.
his
I mean, that's nothing to do with,
Yeah.
Yeah. And her mother, who was 37, died her mother died at 37. So if your mother died at 37, your sister died at 40, and you're told there's a 90% chance that you're going to have cancer and you're going to die.
Oh, I get it. Well, I don't know.
So did she have
the things that doctors, after having had, say, consultations with 3 or 4 doctors in the field,
I wonder.
Geneticists.
So did they rebuild her breasts?
Well, she's in the process of having that done.
Cool. So she'll probably have nicer breasts.
She probably will, Howard.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll even make your show.
Yeah, tell her to come down. We want to see her new breasts.
Okay.
Get them big beauties we like.
I'll have her talk to you when she's in the mood, right?
Thank you. Big boobies like Robin. All right, thank you.
I don't think so. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Lillian. That's Lillian, the mother-in-law, the woman who had all of her body organs removed.
I did hear another woman on some other news show say that the incidence of cancer for women, breast cancer for women on Long Island was 1 in 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's nuts out there. I tell you. I don't know why. What's going on Long Island? Here in New York, there's a place called Long Island where every woman has breast cancer or is getting it.
Amazing.
And they can't figure out why. I think it has something to do with...
People keep moving out there, though.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with Jackie.
There's so many theories, man. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, what is the theory?
One of the theories is that from all the fertilizer from when Long Island was farmland forever.
Really? I never heard that. I thought it was the electrical lines.
The electrical lines and the water supply.
Yeah, it's wrecking everyone's breasts.
But nobody knows. They can't put their finger on it.
Yeah. So most women should just get their breasts removed if they live on Long Island.
And move to Montana.
Yeah. You know what? Westchester, though, doesn't have the high incidence of breast cancer, but they have deer ticks.
Yeah.
I'd rather go where there's breast cancer.
Yeah, because you're not going to.
No.
But it seems to me, Love Canal, there was the possibility that you could get something, and everybody moved out.
Yeah.
Breast cancer is killing all these people, and everybody keeps moving there.
Keep moving in. Prices are going up. You know what? It's weird.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
I was looking for a house once in Westchester, and then I heard, everywhere in the bushes and everything, there's deer
you
ticks.
Look for these deer ticks.
And, don't get them on you, because if you get them on you, you can die. And I'm like...
But you can't even see them.
Yeah, they're microscopic. I'm like, I'm not moving there. I mean, you got to be nuts.
I know. Once I was visiting somebody up in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, yeah, be careful, because I was, paranoid the rest of the weekend.
Yeah. Well, you can go where this grass is mowed because the deer ticks don't live in there. And I'm like, oh my God. Because when I looked at this house, it was really beautiful. It had a big acreage. I said, hey, I could go, camping out in the woods and everything.
Is there nothing you can do to get rid of the deer ticks?
No, there's nothing you can do. They're there. I mean, they're all over the place.
Why are you telling me this? My horses are in Westchester.
Yeah, you're gonna be covered.
Trail riding.
You're nuts.
Oh my God.
Do you wear a helmet?
Yes.
Do you wear what do you wear on your body? Do you ever wear shorts?
No. You don't ride in shorts.
Well, then you'll be fine. Are you all covered?
Yeah.
Good. Literally, you need a spacesuit.
Because I know once I went walking somewhere in New Jersey with my horse, and they said, oh, when you get back, go through his mane for ticks. I was like, that's the last time I go out there.
Yeah, forget about it. Then, if you... I was looking at this house, and the guy goes, man, it's beautiful property. And he goes, come on, we'll go walking through the woods. And I go, well, is there deer ticks? He goes, yeah, but don't worry, you check your body for them when you come out. I goes,
right, and everybody's saying it's a red jelly kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my God.
And then if you get it, you get high fevers, you vomit, and you could die. But and I'm like, well, do I want to live here? And Brentwood says, well, the traffic is so much better than on Long Island. I go, yeah, no wonder.
I'll go where there's breast cancer.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of breast cancer. I don't have any breasts. I got man breasts. Dude, right? Every place has danger.
Well, speaking of man breasts, that guy who was in here, who was one of the finalists in
the small penis contest?
He should have mammography every year.
Yeah. Don't make the guy feel worse. If you're a guy with C-cup breasts, I think if you get breast cancer, you don't care. Matt, you're on the air. Matt.
Howard.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank God Tom Snyder's finally off the air.
Right.
Who watches that anyway? Man?
No one.
I know. Why has he been on for 150 years?
He's been on because what happened was David Letterman gets control of what follows him.
Okay.
David Letterman got a great deal with CBS. Johnny Carson used to control the show that came after him, so that's how David Letterman got his job. So Dave, when he went to CBS, had to have the same deal as Johnny Carson.
Of course.
He wanted to control the hour after him. Now, the reason he wanted to control it is because he didn't want anybody too good coming on and then replacing him. And that's the God's honest truth. And if he says it isn't the truth, I don't believe it. So he picks up an out there cocker like Tom Snyder, puts him on.
Not a successor there.
Yeah. He felt safe with Tom Snyder. He said, hey, let Tom Snyder... No one was going to put Tom Snyder on at 11:30 and replace Letterman. But what happened is it ended up dragging down the whole late night. It makes everything seem unhip.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, in Conan, too. I mean, please.
Yeah.
I
mean, Conan's winning because he's up against Tom Snyder.
Yeah. Tom Snyder's big brown teeth.
Oh, my God. When he's...
And those fingers.
When the fingers...
I remember we were in New York City, and we went up there, and we got real drunk, and we got those hookers on the 5th floor.
Yeah, I mean, and to watch a guy, they put the camera in close, and the big teeth, and they're all stained, and the hair, and you can't figure out what's going on.
Can you go to a dentist?
Oh, my God. No, what's a dentist going to do with those things? Those are like tombstones.
He doesn't brush them or floss them or
nothing. I mean, they're stained from tobacco. And there's nothing funny about the guy. There's nothing entertaining.
At all.
It's all him sitting in a chair with a camera close-up. If you look like that, why would you have the camera close? You know, you watch the E! Show, you'll never see the camera close on me. Never. You would never get that close on me. People would throw up. Tom Snyder got white hair, black eyebrows. He's a human train wreck.
I think he's just got like one big eyebrow across his forehead.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Color teeny. All right, thank you.
All right, Howard. You take it.
I mean, I've tuned in Tom Snyder. I'm up late at night. I try to watch the show. It's unwatchable. I'm not sitting here trying to insult the man. I'm just telling you the way it is. And obviously, I'm right. The guy can't get over a 1 rating on network television. It's an outrage.
Listening to the Howard Stern Show.
We'll be right back after this brief word from our benevolent sponsor.
He's the bad boy that you dream of, the excitement in your life.
Howard says things you're afraid to, and he really loves his wife.
He can help you get elected, and he hates the FCC.
Revolutionizing radio, Howard Stern is truly king. You gotta love Howard, his future's bright. Trust the Howard Stern Show.
Jackie Jokeman Robin too.
John and Good King Howard have a penis, half I do. Trust the Howard Stern Show for the land of your life.
Hey, Jackie, way too many Heinekens, Mardling, his 2 filthy joke CDs, Sergeant Pecker, and the Joke Man. Still only $12 plus $4 U.S. shipping. Also on cassette, buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Hey, this Friday and Saturday night, it's Jackie, May 1 and 2 at the Comedy Palace in Andover, Massachusetts. For information and tons of jokes, visit jokeland.com. I've got Jerry Springer tape coming up at a press conference. KC went down there.
He announcing press conference.
I don't know. He went to
faking the fights on my show?
He went down to Planet Hollywood, and he was giving away one of those tapes of his show. Uncensored fake fights. Yeah. And then I guess it turned into a press conference because he, he's been faking everything. I don't know. And then Casey's just yelling out every minute, "Hey, Jerry, what's it like to pay a whore?" Jerry was, what was it? He got arrested because he wrote a check to a whore?
Yeah, he went to a massage parlor.
Yeah, while he was mayor or something?
I think he was in city council.
He was like the mayor of Cincinnati.
No, I think he got elected mayor after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Believe it or not.
Nice deal. Unbelievable. Here, I'll play for you real quick. It was kind of stupid. The whole thing sounded dumb.
I can't tell you that everyone who's ever been on, when I was in the news for 10 years, I interviewed people every day. I wouldn't bet my life that everyone I ever interviewed is always telling me the truth. Clearly, the purpose is that everything that is on the show is legitimate.
Questions one at a time, the microphone in the back.
Hey, Sherry. That's the publicist, Katie.
Oh, my God.
Questions one at a time, the microphone in the back. Isn't that great? That's like every publicist there ever was, rolled into one. It's all the same guy. It's all the same guy.
Telling me the truth. Clearly, the purpose is that everything that is on the show is legitimate.
Questions one at a time, the microphone in the back.
Hey, Jerry, why don't you do a show on all your old prostitutes? Why don't you do a show on all your old prostitutes?
It wouldn't be that interesting.
Do hookers take credit cards? Jerry, have you reserved your ticket to hell?
Yes.
Hey, look, the show I work for needs ratings.
Yes.
Can I beat the shit out of you on camera?
No.
Come on, do you envy Howard Stern?
I can't hear.
Okay, they ask him to leave. Why? It's like his TV show.
Jerry, I have the mic over here.
Jerry, hey, listen to me.
Pick that up one more time again with extra. We have an additional question. We have people saying that once they got to the show and realized they were going to be made to lie, that producers told them that in order to walk out the door, they would be fined $80,000 because of loss of production and threatened, and they felt like they were bamboozled into continuing. What is your response to that?
That is so outrageous. If anyone ever said that, I can't believe, first of all, I don't believe that. I don't believe anyone would ever say that because it's so untrue. And secondly, if they ever did say it, yeah, I want to know. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you. If you are right, if there are people that are being fraudulent, they shouldn't be with us. I absolutely agree. Write it down. Clear as day.
Okay, so
I want the show to be straight.
Jerry, as I was so rudely interrupted. Did any of the hookers have to see 2 forms of ID when you passed them a check?
Yes.
Hey, I told you before, the show that I work on needs ratings. Can I beat the shit out of you on camera?
Yeah, but I'm wearing rented clothing, so I don't want to get it all messed up.
What's the wildest thing you ever did for ratings?
Come here. Okay, I get. Now you got 4 questions there. Last question. Yes.
Most important question, and the one I think everybody wants to know: are you proud of what you do?
Yes, obviously. Here I am, a schlub with no particular talent, and now we've got the #1 talk show in America. Who wouldn't be proud? Yeah, I am. It's an entertaining show. It's fun. It shouldn't be taken seriously. I work very hard to be a good entertainer, and yeah, I'm proud. Thanks.
Well, there you go. Casey did get him outside later, too.
Oh,
same dumb questions over and over.
Jerry, do you envy Howard Stern? Jerry, do you envy Howard Stern? Jerry, do you envy Howard Stern?
The what? The what?
Do you envy Howard Stern?
I think he's great. I love him. I do.
How many dates it take with a woman until you introduce anal sex?
What?
How many dates with a woman until you introduce anal sex?
I've never met anal.
No, anal sex.
Hold on.
In my world, you introduce that right away. That way everyone knows what they're in for. No false advertising. I think women go out with you a couple times and they sleep with you. And then, if you don't introduce anal sex right away, they start to think, I guess that's not in his repertoire.
So you put it right up front.
Right. I say you introduce it immediately. Yeah. They're like, whew. He doesn't seem to be into the buttocks. Thank God.
Name. How about butt stuff?
Yeah.
That soon, you think?
Because that opens up a whole other world.
Oh.
You know what I mean? The funny discussion is this new drug Viagra. Have you heard about it? The one that gives your penis an erection if you've been impotent? Well, I mean, this is so out of control. First of all, the company that makes Viagra is Pfizer, which is a very successful drug company. They say already they're going to be making $1 billion in profit.
They say they're going to be the biggest drug company in America because of this drug.
And Gary said he went to his doctor and was asking him what's going on with Viagra. And the doctor said it's completely out of control. There are guys taking it who are impotent, but more so, there are guys taking it who don't have any problems. Because the doctor said to Gary, Gary, be honest, you're 37 years old now. Do you still perform the same way you did when you were 18? Now, maybe in my mind I'm nuts, but I think I do.
Remember.
I think I do.
Maybe you didn't perform well very well.
I'm saying maybe, but I perform the same. I'm telling you, I'm just as horny.
It's not about horniness.
Yeah, it's about getting an erection. It's
about the quality of the erection, let's say.
My quality has never changed.
Well, you won't let me see.
Well, you're going to have to get me aroused. I'll let you see if you get me aroused. Are you willing to do that?
No.
I'm like steel. Let me tell you, honey.
All right.
Let me tell you. Once you've been with me.
I want to see.
So anyway,
15,000 prescriptions a day, it said last week in the paper.
But what's weird is guys who don't have an impotence problem are taking... Now, this drug came out like a week ago. You have no idea if it's safe or anything.
No.
People are just taking it. They say now women are taking it.
That's what I heard a little blurb on the news last night. It's not for men just for men anymore. What's that about?
Yeah, now...
So now everybody's taking it.
Yeah, everyone's on Viagra. No one can live... Suddenly no one can live without Viagra.
We're closely getting to that scene in the Woody Allen movie.
Yeah. The orb. What was that thing?
The orgasmatron.
The orgasmatron. I know a guy taking it for athlete's foot and to regulate his period.
You know, it's just like aspirin. You take it for everything.
It's unreal. So that's what's going on with that stuff.
Yeah, I see now you walk past pharmacies and they have it posted on the door. We have it. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. It's here. we got a big supply. $7. It's $10 a pill.
Yeah, it's an outrageous cost.
On the McLaughlin group, it's all they were talking about. Whether or not...
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I think most of them are on it.
Look at that group.
They want to know, do you think the government, meaning will Medicare and all that stuff cover impotence?
Ah, yes.
That's a good question.
No, it shouldn't.
It's like, it's not a necessary thing?
No. I understand insulin.
Right.
I understand heart medication.
But a boner.
Not this.
A man doesn't need a boner necessarily. But what they're saying is, how come now, if it's $10 a pill, what about poor people who can't have sex? Which I'm all for, by the way. They go, only the rich.
Who's for that?
Only the rich can get boners now.
It's always been that way.
Yep. Actually, only the rich can get good-looking girls anyway, so. Yeah. We should put a Viagra dispenser in here, hang it on the wall. People come in, take one. Then they have to walk out with an erection. And will guys be putting this in women's drinks? Will it become like the new Spanish fly, so like that they get more blood into their vaginas? Who knows? All I know is, like, my wife, I said to my wife, we're down to having sex once a week, I think. Now. So she goes, that's not true. We have a great sex life. I go, well, women don't care. I said, I'm okay with it. I don't care either. So anyway, Friday night, she was in Boston Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Uh-huh.
So she came home Saturday, and, I guess I hadn't had sex in like a week. So, I mentioned that. She said, yep, we have to do it. It's a Saturday night, 11:30 already. We hadn't done it.
Uh-huh.
So I just fell asleep. I'm tired. And then Sunday, she says, we're making a date for tonight. And I went, oh, boy. See, when you've been married 20 years, don't get me wrong, I love my wife and everything.
Uh-huh.
But when you've been married 20 years, your wife telling you can have a date for the night sounds like a lot of work.
It's not what you're looking for, huh?
Yeah, it just sounds like a lot of hassle.
Uh-huh.
Not incredibly spontaneous.
Yeah. And like, what does that mean, a date?
Like, what do I have to do?
Yeah, like, what's my involvement in all this? So I said, I'm going upstairs to bed now. It was like about 7:45. And I was getting ready for bed. So I started brushing my teeth, get into my jammies, and I lay down.
Uh-huh.
I was kind of excited because I had a comic book I was going to read.
Oh, dear.
Relax.
Yeah, and I had a lousy Sunday because, my whole Sunday was taken up with bat mitzvahing.
No, that was a wonderful Sunday.
No, I mean, I like being with Dr. Lou and his wife and his family, and it was fun to see friends.
Then
but
what was lousy about it?
The fact that I didn't get to read comic books and lounge around because it was a rainy Sunday, it would have been nice to stay indoors.
Uh-huh.
Okay? You know what I mean.
You're so sad.
Yeah, whatever. So I go upstairs, I wash up and everything, and I'm in bed. I'm wearing some shorts with no underpants just in case things go on.
You're ready.
But I was really ready for sleep, and I just wanted to read my Batman comic book. It's a whole Batman.
It's a book.
Yeah, it's a book. I'd watched some X-Files, some old X-File tapes.
Yeah.
And I was going to read my Batman comic. So I come in. I was thinking she'd forget, because she was on the phone and everything. She comes in. She goes, what are you reading? I said, I'm reading a really good book. Because it looks like a book. My comic books look like books. They don't look like comic books. And she was like really proud of me that I was being intellectual.
Oh, he's reading a book. My man is a book.
And then she turned the book over and saw it was a Batman comic. And she gets in bed and she's wearing sweats and, I said, can you go change into something? Like Gary says, his wife pulls the same thing, but like Gary says, by the time then his wife goes, well, I have to pee, I have to this. It's never fast, you just want it. A guy wants it fast.
Who wants to hear that?
Yeah, I don't want to hear that a woman has to pee. So my wife goes, I'm going to go get ready, and I'm like, she got to pee, she got to do this, she got to do that.
Tidy up.
Yeah, and I'm not even ready. I mean, I'm like half in the bag. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm exhausted. And I've showered and everything, and I don't want to get, like, smelly down there. So that means I got to take another shower. Because I'm at work sitting here with love all over me. You know what I mean? Too much love. Because I'd already showered and prepared myself for the next day.
You were washed and ready.
Yeah, I was all ready. And then now she wants to make love, because I smell good. But then is she going to foul me up?
No. Jeez.
You know what I mean? No, seriously. Because then you stink. Right?
No.
Oh, come on.
Oh, my goodness.
You stink.
Well, you get full of love. So, So then,
You don't stink.
Well, you know what I mean. You have love all over you. Okay, whatever. I've already cleaned up. I don't want to get all dirty.
You don't want to backtrack.
Yeah. I just showered. I got time to shower again?
You just made the bed. Why muss it up?
Yeah, but like now I'm sitting here with love all over me. All right,
So
from last night.
every time after you make love with your wife, you run in and...
No.
No, he's just saying he would shower after so he'd get ready for work.
Yeah, but now I shower the night before work, so I've already cleaned myself. Well, I'm scrub clean.
You don't take a shower in the morning.
Right. So now I'm full of love.
You can't wash in the morning?
Well, what am I going to do?
Area?
With a washcloth?
Sure.
Oh, please. I'm not a girl. You gonna sit there and rub myself with a washcloth? Are you nuts?
Tony would be doing your hair going, what'd you do?
Yeah, right.
Have a little fun, did you?
Smell the missus on you. So, anyway, so then my wife and I got into bed. And she said, she goes, okay, let's do it. She goes, just do it quick. I don't care. I was like, oh, okay. So I just rolled on top of her. Started to do it. But then I realized that she wasn't getting off. And that bums me out. So I whipped out the vibrator. What is it? Come in, Baba Booey. What do you want? Got something to add to the conversation?
I'm just laughing because...
All right.
Baba Booey. Like with my wife, like, she hasn't been feeling... She's going to hate me talking about this, but she hasn't feeling that amorous since the baby. You know, she's working on getting back to it.
I hear you.
So, like, I spent the whole day yesterday setting up.
They say it's the baby, but it's you. I mean, she's been with you like a million
Maybe
times.
she needs that Viagra.
And, and believe me, I'm 30 pounds heavier than when I married her.
I mean, it's not fun. Go ahead.
So, so I'm setting it up the whole day. I'm going, maybe tonight, just setting like 5 times.
Throwing the little hints.
She's cooking. I'm patting her on the ass. She's at the sink. I go from behind. I kiss her on the neck. She's looking at me like, what do you want? I'm like, what do you think I want? So setting up the whole day.
She needs Viagra and a blindfold.
So she says to me, we get into bed, and I look over at her, and she says...
What did she say?
She says, all right, but make it fast.
Did she really?
She goes, if you
My
want...
wife said that to me.
She says, if you want a quickie, but really, the clock's running. And then it's the same thing. I know that she's not really that into it.
I know.
She's doing me a favor.
So why stay married?
But part of it is like... at one point you say, hey, it sort of sucks that she's not into it. And then the other part of you say, hey, that's a really good wife that she's willing to do this for me, even though she doesn't really want to do it.
Yeah, but you want to know something, man?
Hurry up, I want to read my book.
How great was it when you went out with a girl for the first time, and she couldn't wait to hump you and get on top of you, and then after she does you, she wants to do you again.
See, when I lived
and she actually enjoys giving you oral sex?
But here's the deal. When I was single and you have sex with a woman, right, it never started in the bedroom. It ended in the bedroom. You started in wherever you were.
Yeah.
And clothes
couldn't keep your hands
flew all over the place till you got to the bedroom. Now we gotta go upstairs and.
How about you when you're first with the girl, you can't keep your hands off her ass. It just feels so good. And she's having orgasm after orgasm. You don't need a vibrator.
When was the last time your wife laid on top of you on the couch?
You didn't walk around with a vibrator, did you?
No. What?
When was the last time your wife laid on top of you or next to you on the couch while you're watching TV?
15 years ago.
But when you were dating, that was like,
always.
Couldn't
keep your hands off each other.
You didn't want her to move.
That's right.
You didn't want to get up to get a glass of water.
Well, my wife went to Boston this weekend. She tells me she's at the airport and a guy picked her up.
Oh.
Yeah. White guy.
Go with him now?
Oh. I said, you should have gone. I wouldn't have blamed you.
What did he say to her?
She was waiting for a plane, and all the planes were delayed. This was Thursday night because of the rain. She was rained in. And so she just had to sit at the airport. So this guy was on his way to Boston. So he walks up to her and he goes, were you going to Boston too? Or something like that? And she goes, yeah. And he goes, this is really funny. He goes, what flight are you on? She tells him and this and that, the other thing. He goes, he goes, it's delayed. He goes, I live in Boston. You just visiting? She goes, what hotel you staying in? Blah, 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 blah. So then he goes, what's your sign?
Oh,
He asked her what her sign was.
No.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, swear to God.
Oh, that's great.
What's your sign?
Older guy?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what he looked like. I got a feeling he was a mess.
It sounds like it. What's your sign?
Yeah, and she was with she was with one of her girlfriends. And the girlfriend had to sit there like the third wheel while my wife was getting picked up. Like he was ignoring the other chick.
C block.
Yeah.
Yum.
He said, hey, don't mind me for saying this, but it looks like you haven't gotten laid really good in a long time. Look a little backed up.
So did he ever actually just ask her out or anything?
Did he try to close the deal?
I don't know. I think she said she wasn't interested. I said, oh, that's good. I think he felt her up, though.
Oh.
We should call her. She can give you all the details.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of vague what she's telling me.
Did she answer when he said, what's your sign?
I don't know. I didn't ask. I didn't care. I was like, great. She goes, well, you're always getting hit on by these penthouse pets and all this stuff, so it's good for me to let you know what happened to me. I go, it's fine. In fact, it turns me on. I'm glad to see you. You don't look shabby. At least some guy was interested in you. I'm glad. I don't even know her sign.
Good thing he didn't ask you.
Yeah. Hey, what's your wife's sign? I don't know. Do not disturb? When's the last time you got laid?
Last night.
Oh, you did get it last night.
This all happened last night.
Oh, I see. So you hopped on her quick?
Yeah.
And she didn't even have an orgasm, right? Which is why she doesn't want to have sex. You know, it's like a vicious circle.
Well, not really. I mean, she just wasn't even into it.
She got into it. I give her credit.
I mean, but before, it wasn't like she was looking for it.
She got into it, but I was falling asleep.
You ever have the feeling she's not that into you?
No.
Seriously. I feel the feeling about my wife.
I'll tell you something. Right before we got pregnant again, or she got pregnant, we didn't.
Yeah, but that's different.
No, but right before she got pregnant again.
She's looking for a baby.
No. Before we were thinking about having a baby, our sex life was pretty much back to, pretty good clip.
Yeah, because she knew she had to have another baby with you.
No, it was before we even talked about having another baby.
She's psyching herself up. She was using you.
She used me when she wanted the baby. She was really using me.
And it's not even fun.
It wasn't. I was just like, you're using me. You're totally using me.
Right.
You felt pressured.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
You need Viagra. Mary, you're on the air. This is not your Mary. Yeah, go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, you're on the air.
Hi. We were talking about Viagra?
Yeah.
I was with someone that used it Friday.
Really?
Yes.
What do you mean? Was this a boyfriend?
Yes.
And was he previously impotent?
All
right, he couldn't. So your boyfriend, let's just say he couldn't keep aroused for that long.
Okay.
All right, I think it's okay what you said, but I never know.
Okay.
All right, so your boyfriend can't get aroused, and he decided, I'm going to take some Viagra.
Right.
How'd he get it? A doctor prescribed it?
No, he got it from a guy that knows someone at Pfizer.
Jeez, it's just floating around.
Yeah, now it's like black market.
You know what? They might as well make that an over-the-counter.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is ridiculous.
So what happened? So he took it? How long before he got it kicked in?
About an hour.
Really?
We were at a bar and he took it.
Was it great?
Yeah. But he felt really groggy the next day, he said.
Yeah, well, he also, how many times did he...
How many drinks did he have?
Yeah,
no, he didn't. He didn't drink that much.
How many times did he do you?
Just once.
Really?
But for a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
How long?
Like an hour.
Can you walk?
Yeah.
An hour's a little
So you're
long.
glad he has it.
I think an hour for a woman is a little long.
Well, I don't think everything was an hour, was it?
No.
Oh, I thought you meant intercourse was an hour. Because that would be aggravating.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, not the whole. Just the whole act was about an hour.
Oh.
Which was a lot longer than usual. So.
I was talking to Jackie during the commercials. I was saying how I think I have the secret to good oral sex for a woman.
Really?
Yeah. Because I was asking the guys what they do.
Oh, really? This is what you guys sit in there and talk about on the commercial breaks?
Yeah.
Where'd you get the secret?
I was telling him I'm good at it too.
I don't know.
I'm finally trained.
I think
Where did you get the secret? Where would you have picked it up?
I don't know. But God gave it to me. I have no idea. I mean, how would I know?
So why do you think you have the key?
See, I think it's all about being gentle with a woman.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah. A lot of guys think it's like, you got to be rough. Yeah, like rough down there. Because you know what it is? You've been with a broad so long that you feel like nothing will penetrate.
He has no feeling.
Yeah, like she has no feeling.
You feel like you got to show how into it you are.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, like,
turns out you can't be too gentle.
Yeah, the gentler you are, the lighter your technique, the more they dig it.
The best thing to do is leave the room.
Yeah. Everything but leave the room. Fred, feel free to jump in anytime.
He hasn't talked since 6:15.
Yep.
You guys seem to have the world under control. I mean,
yeah. Fred doesn't like to talk about sex.
No.
It's one topic he doesn't know anything about.
Thing.
Yeah.
You guys seem to revel in it.
I don't think Fred gets all that much. When's the last time you got laid?
Maybe about a week or two ago.
Right. Yeah, he's got the worst marriage out of all of us.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but it was also the red tide. So.
For 2 weeks?
No.
It lasts a while.
3 days at last.
No, I think...
I think his wife got him convinced it's like 7 years.
No, it was definitely about 2 weeks ago, and then the red tide came in.
He has a 2-day window every month.
Yeah.
What?
Because these two don't have any kids or anything. I mean, they should be having a party in that apartment.
Yeah, but it's the same with any other marriage. It's like, it cools down after a while.
Oh, I'll say.
And then it gets real cold.
Alaska. Cools down. You haven't even been married that long. How long have you been married?
Yeah, but I've known her since 1987.
And what year is
They
this?
lived together for
1998.
That's 10 years. You're a piker.
Wait a minute.
Nah.
Let me ask you
You're
something.
still on your honeymoon.
No
Let me
no
ask you
honeymoon
something.
there. The honeymoon is way over.
Was sex more frequent before you got married, even though you were living together?
I think it changed it. I really do.
So
I should have not gotten married.
No, you made a big mistake.
Should have stayed single.
I could have told you that. You getting any oral?
Yeah.
Hardly.
It's, whenever it happens.
He's grateful.
I'm happy.
You ought to tell your wife, that's real important to a guy, oral sex.
It's
real
I
important.
don't think it's that important to women.
Oh, yes, it is. The right woman. They love doing it.
If they're on the receiving end, that's fine.
Oh, right.
If they're on the,
no, I'm saying it's important for a woman to do it if she's into it.
Yeah.
They like it. There's some women who love doing it, man.
I don't think they come out of the womb with that.
I'm telling you, there are women who dig giving guys oral. They dig it. It gets them sexually charged, but you got to get the right ones.
Robin, on your scale of like 1 to 10, would that be something that you like a lot? Or...
Why do I have to talk about it? You don't
you're
want
a
to
woman.
talk about it?
Well, he needs some help. He's turning to you.
Now, what's the question?
Backside's what I love.
Oh, get out of
Because
here,
Howard
you.
just made a statement, and I just want to know.
Do you get turned on giving a guy oral sex?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
See? I'm telling you.
Yeah, but she's also in a relationship that's fairly new, too.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's true, too.
But I'm telling you, some women dig it. They almost need it.
The only oral she'll give is get out.
There are women that if you deny them, it's like they're like baby birds, like reaching for food out of the nest. If you deny them, it's like taking away their food.
Well, I don't think
but
I have that.
That's a rare broad.
That's what you read about this?
I read about it.
Where we were
I don't know
having
anybody
sex.
like that.
Right?
I said, I was having a dream. I was really embarrassed. I said, I was looking at you this morning. I was like, am I going to tell him I had a dream that we were having sex?
Baby, I'm no Sigmund Freud, but I know what that means.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
she does.
I decided what the dream meant, and then I promptly forgot it.
Let me hear the dream.
I don't remember exactly how it started.
You know the
but
dream.
somehow or other, it was sort of like your fantasy, but you were tied to a bed. And you just lived in this hotel where you were tied to a bed all
Go
the
ahead.
time.
And then what happened?
And what was that?
That's
Jackie?
right. You came in the room. Please, Jackie, be quiet. It's not about Jackie. No one can hear it.
That's right.
Right.
And every once in a while, I would come visit you.
And do what? Be specific.
Sometimes sometimes we would
How'd I look
have-
naked on that bed? Not
you
too
were
big.
nice and slender. You were good.
Yeah, I like a swimmer's body, right? When I was big. Compared to those guys. Just go
I
ahead.
don't remember seeing it,
Mm-hmm.
but
That's what most women say. So you're telling me that it's an illusion. It's an illusion. So you're telling me you walk in the room, I'm tied to the bed, spread eagled.
Yeah.
You walk in the room, are you nude?
No, I'm coming in, from outside.
And do you undress in front of me?
I get undressed. I take advantage of you in a number of different ways. It'd be different every time.
You sit on top of me?
Sometimes.
Ooh. I would love that. Wow. I can make your dreams come true, honey. I really could. Give me the word. Just come to me and say, Howard, I'm ready.
I was like, oh my goodness, what was I doing dreaming that about Howard?
And you're saying that...
you were like my little sex slave.
Really? Wow. Did you spank me?
No, I just kept you locked up there, tied up all the time, and you were just there for me.
All right, so what do you think that means?
I don't know.
You know what it means. It means you're attracted to me.
No.
That's what I've said all along.
I'm sure you represent somebody else.
I'll never forget the Dickie.
Hey, Don, you're on the air.
Yeah, hi, you were talking about ticks earlier.
By the way, you never had sex dreams about me before, did you?
Never.
No. All right, go ahead, Dawn. Yeah, I was talking about ticks before and Lyme disease. Go ahead.
Yeah, you were talking about Lyme disease and how...
That's why I would never move to Westchester. I went to about a couple of years ago.
Ticks on Long Island?
No, deer ticks, no. Not in Nassau County, no.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
How did that happen?
I don't know. They got breast cancer, and I don't care about that.
We got deer ticks.
No, out on like by the Hamptons, they have deer ticks, but not on Nassau County. You don't have deer ticks where you are.
No.
I think you may be fooling yourself.
Why?
Well, I lived in Center City, Philadelphia for 7 years. I left the city a total of 3 times. Went to New Jersey. We had a horse farm, and I got Lyme disease.
Right, and you can't get rid of it.
No, actually, I had a family member who had been previously diagnosed,
We're going to ruin horseback riding for you, Robin.
No.
Yeah, I'm
well,
telling
Robin, I think you can. You should also have your animals checked. You can have your pets, and they can be vaccinated. Humans, there's no vaccine for humans.
Is that right?
But your pets, yeah. In fact, there's a.
But you could take like a whole bunch of antibiotics and maybe get rid of it.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I mean, there's two schools of thought. You know, there are doctors who don't want anybody to panic, and then there are doctors who say if you make a clinical diagnosis, in other words, if you have all the signs and symptoms, you should go on antibiotics whether you know for a fact or not.
Yeah, because why not?
It's not, you have to catch it within the first 3 weeks, and even then...
All I know is, even then what?
Well, even then, all it can do is put it in permanent remission, which means it can come back, and of those people, only 30% are successful.
Yep. As a matter of fact, that's why I said, I'm telling you, my wife and I were thinking of moving about 3 or 4 years ago. And everyone said, the traffic's great in Westchester. It's not half the traffic Long Island. Get right up there. Baba Booey's telling me how great it is in Connecticut.
I've been even thinking about it.
Yeah. So anyway,
Baba Booey.
I go looking at this guy's house. He's got a nice piece of property and everything. I'm thinking about it. And I'm going to go walk around the property. The guy goes, hey, watch out for the ticks. Always just, make sure you... And I'm like, what? Ticks? You mean all this property and I'll be afraid to walk around? I don't want no damn tick.
Well, there are things that you can do, just so you know.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything.
Why don't the ticks go to Nassau County?
Because there's not a lot of deers.
Oh.
There's no deer.
Actually,
Something.
There are a lot of misconceptions. The deer tick is not the only tick that can transmit. Predominantly in the Northeast and Upper Midwest, that is.
You know what? I'm hanging up on her.
She's now an expert.
You know why? Because she's going to get us all scared. And I'm not going to be able to...
I won't be able to walk outside in Manhattan.
As it is, my psychiatrist said I'm afraid to leave the house. Imagine now.
That's all you need.
Yeah. Now I won't even go out for a walk.
You know what? I think you have agoraphobia.
I do.
You ruin a cup of that.
Matter of fact, I had to go to Dr. Lou's daughter's bar mitzvah yesterday. And I said to my wife, I'm filling up with anxiety that I have to leave the house. So she said, all right, calm down. She's a psychotherapist, thank God. She should have
slapped you around.
She smacked me in the head.
We were just having this conversation in the office.
Yep.
You worry unnecessarily about things that might be, but don't necessarily have to happen. Like, you would move to Connecticut, and the day after you got there...
I'd have Lyme disease.
You would think you had Lyme.
He had to get rid of the house.
Right, yep. and then you'd go to, like, a battery of doctors and find out that you just weren't feeling good.
Right. So what do I need that for?
You know what would happen?
So I need that?
No, I know, but I don't...
Why do I have to go there?
As soon as they told him he didn't have it, his symptoms would clear up immediately.
Right. I don't need it. I don't want that. Why do I need one more thing to worry about?
But my point is, why do you have this problem?
Wow.
Because of a diaper stage. I'm in the anal stage. I don't know. It has to do with my family.
One of the tabloids this weekend, and they're talking about Kim Basinger has this problem.
Yeah.
It got really bad when she was going to China Phillips' wedding to Billy Baldwin.
Yeah.
Alex Baldwin had to talk her out of the car. She was in the car.
Very familiar.
Driven up, and she didn't want to get out of the limousine. She sat in the limousine, said she couldn't get out. He had to talk her out. And for several years, apparently, she has been struggling with agoraphobia. And that's why she supposedly was so shaky at the Academy Awards when she gave her speech.
That's the same with me.
She was on a cell phone to her psychiatrist.
Yeah.
While they were making the
You know what? Just shoot me if I get that bad. Yeah.
I had a relative who was an agoraphobic, Howard.
Yeah.
It was like my father's cousin.
Yeah.
And it's something that happened in World War II.
Yeah.
And we used to visit the guy in the 60s. He hadn't been out of the house, I am not kidding, in like over 20 years.
I envy him.
The guy was always in his pajamas.
Really?
It didn't matter. He was always in his pajamas.
Why get dressed up? You're not going anywhere.
But here's the amazing thing. All of a sudden, one day, the guy wakes up and decides he's not agoraphobic anymore. He's 62 years old, and he starts going out, and then he goes dancing, and he meets a woman, and he gets married.
Things can lift.
30 years in the house.
Things can lift. Hey, I had OCD for 20 years. It lifted. So
I used to be sort of agoraphobic. I had trouble getting out of the house.
That's right.
Trouble staying in.
This was your uncle?
It was my father's cousin.
Did he have teeth like you?
No.
Oh, because I would stay home if I had those.
The teeth come from my mother's side of the family.
All right.
That's not crazy.
That's not crazy. That's a guy being... Hey, I'm thinking of getting a dog.
Yes, where's the dog?
Is the dog going to get ticks? I don't want that.
Only he might.
But not deer ticks.
Only if it goes in the woods.
I ain't going no woods.
But it'll get
if it goes in the woods, I'll kill it. I'll shoot it.
Shoot it before it get back.
Yeah.
If your dog gets fleas, God help him.
Yeah, I'll kill it.
You nuts.
I'll kill it.
Because you will then get fleas.
I will get fleas?
Yeah, fleas will jump on humans.
Oh, yeah.
It's scratching now.
Scratching already.
Oh, boy.
I can't even get a dog?
Why?
Okay. So my wife contacts a breeder. All right. First of all, I don't even want a dog. All right? I'm really ambivalent. I don't want a dog. But the kids want a dog. My wife wants the dog. Everyone's convinced me that they're going to take care of the dog. The housekeeper says, I'll take care of the dog. I said, good. Take it to Brooklyn with you.
Don't ever leave it here.
Yeah, and then and everyone's guaranteed. Laura, my assistant, says, if you don't like having the dog, I'll take it because I already have 2 black labs and I want a third.
She would even take it off your hand.
Right. So I have it's a lock situation.
Run out of excuses.
Right, running out of excuses. I said, I don't need a dog in the house. Oh, you'll love it. It'll relax you. I said, yeah, the fish was supposed to relax me.
Why would a dog relax you?
I don't know.
You're going to sit there and look at the dog and say, he's got disease.
Yeah, I'm not even going to touch it.
You won't even touch a bottle of water I hand you. You're going to let a dog lick your hand?
I don't even touch my cat.
He doesn't. That's what I'm saying. The poor cat is untouched.
The cat comes up to me. I'm laying down. I was laying down in my daughter's bed talking to her the other day. The cat jumps up and is nuzzling me. I said, get the cat away from me. It's filthy. Now, my cat doesn't go outside. My cat's perfectly clean.
It's only got what it's got in the house anyway.
And here's my favorite part. What are you going to do when the dog jumps in the pool with you?
Because I went like this. I don't want to touch the cat because I'm only have to get up and wash my hands. So why bother starting to touch it? So I don't want to touch it. Yeah, I don't want to wash my hands.
Robin, do you wash your hands every time after you touch your cat?
Of course not.
Okay. So
Howard,
you might as well do that after you pick up your child.
I do. Because they carry germs and they have colds all the time. So I touched the cat. Then I was like, sorry I touched the cat. Because now I'm not enjoying myself in the bed.
Oh, dear. Is the cat on the bed?
Cat was on the bed, but it was my daughter's bed, thank God. That I don't care about. Because their ass is on the bed.
Into your bed?
It did. It got on my bed the other day, and I threw it off.
Oh. So you see what's going to happen. You'll get a dog.
Right. And it'll fall in love with me.
The dog wants to sleep on the bed, too.
Howard will reject the dog, so the dog will love everybody in the house, and he'll growl at you.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't want it. So anyway, so now I said, okay, I got to get this dog. I call up this pet store that we go to for the cat. The guy says, I know the top trainer. I said, okay, fine. We get in touch with the top trainer.
Or top breeder.
No, trainer. The trainer knows the breeder. Because I got to have a trainer. I ain't training this thing. So we get in touch with the trainer. He says, I know the greatest breeder. They got the dogs. The dog's giving birth, but you can't have the puppy till mid-August. Now my kids are pissed because they'll be, busy this summer, go to summer camp. Right. So I go to the trainer. I got to get my hands on a dog now. Black lab female. He says, well, you got to wait for the right dog because if you get the wrong dog, it's the wrong temperament, you're going to really screw up. So, okay, I'll wait. So then I get a letter in the mail from some guy, one of our listeners, who claims he's the top trainer. And he says he's got a dog. I just want the dog.
See, already, this sounds too fishy to me.
Yeah. So now how do you know who's got the good dogs? You dig? Who's got the good dogs?
Well, there's a lot of top breeders because it's a very popular breed.
But
I need the puppy now. Now I've been in touch with breeders. So we call 4 different breeders. You got to get on a waiting list for 10 months. I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm not interested.
You shouldn't have a dog.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something right now, Howard. I have to tell you this. My neighbor just got a dog, right?
Where is my dog?
He has a really healthy attitude, so much better than yours.
Right.
Read all the books, knows it's going to be a headache.
Into it, yeah.
Totally looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Even he says it's hard.
Right.
And listen to his attitude compared to yours.
Oh. But I'm going to hire so many people around this dog. That's something your neighbor didn't do.
But there's always going to be a moment where there's going to be no one around.
But why have a dog when you're not going to have anything to do with it?
There's other people who live in my house. I'm not the only one who lives there.
No, but I'm just saying, if one person in the house doesn't really want to have a dog, the dog shouldn't be there.
I agree, but I've been outvoted.
That's not how it works,
I got kids. I got a wife. My wife wants it.
Well, that would be like having a child with a person who didn't want to have a child.
Thank you.
Here's what's going to happen.
That's what I say.
Here's what's going to happen, Howard. It's going to be like your wife and the kids are going to.
But maybe I'll like the dog.
You could.
Maybe he'll be my friend.
You know what usually happens? You're the only one who likes the dog.
Maybe I'll like the dog.
People who wanted the dog hate it.
How am I going to know?
But Howard,
So then I call the breeder, right? I call the trainer. I had Laura call. I don't speak to the trainer because I don't need it. Now it turns out he's going to have to come to the house 2 times a week.
Of course.
And train the goddamn dog. Now I got another guy living in my house.
Don't learn it in one day.
Yeah. That's what I hear. They're stupid. So now the decision is what I want to be able to do, okay, because my friend does this. He opens the door up. The dog runs out to its special area where it craps.
Right.
It's an area with some rocks down. They make a little pen.
Like a
dog run.
It does its own business and then comes right back in the house.
But
so I
that's
said,
a while.
Yeah, I said, how'd you learn that? How do you teach her how to do that? He says, he used an invisible fence. If the dog goes in the wrong place, it's shocked.
Those are good, the invisible fence.
Right, so I say, this is easy. I'll put this collar on the dog. Stupid ass will get shocked a few times. He'll know what to do. Then I called the best trainer in the world. I don't believe in invisible fences because you can turn the dog into a nut and you won't like it.
Also, by the way, the pet door, if you don't put the piece of plywood in every night, skunks and anything else can run in your house.
I need that.
Squirrels, whatever, raccoons, whatever you have going on.
Right.
With ticks.
Yes.
You get rabies or something.
Can you believe this?
But what are you going to do, Howard? Like, Allison and the kids...
Then you got to wipe its paws when it comes back in the house.
You do?
That's what the guy was saying. If it's mud.
Of course.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? And let me just ask you this question. What are you going to do? Allison and your wife go to, your wife and the kids go to visit her mom. It's the housekeeper's day off. Now it's just you and the dog.
And that's a big animal.
Now it's just you and the dog. And the dog wants to play. Or the dog goes to the bathroom on the floor. Or the dog gets hold of a pillow.
My cat, okay, I'll give you an example. The other day, my wife insists on, I hate plants of all kinds.
Me too.
I hate them.
What is wrong?
I don't want plants in my house.
I totally agree.
Okay. I can't stand them. They require water. They give me no joy.
Exactly.
All right? And no one ever waters them, and they're dying, and I feel bad for them. So I said, please, I don't want any plants in my house. 0 plants. And I see little bugs sometimes on the plants. You got to get them sprayed.
Well, when you don't water them, they get buggy.
And I don't want spray in my house. I don't want these plants. My wife gets these plants. I hate them. I hate plants.
Nobody takes care of them?
Nobody.
Because they shouldn't be bothering you. They're taking care of them. You don't even notice them.
All right, so let me tell you what goes on.
Right.
Yeah, but so we hired someone to just water the plants. Person comes in and takes care of the plants. But still, I see the plants are annoying. And I see that they're dry. Okay?
Wait a minute.
Hold it.
You have a person who just comes over.
That's right.
They still aren't taking care
I told you, any problem in my life, I throw money at it. Okay?
I'll warn you right now, a dog's going to ask a lot more out of you than a plant.
Okay, wait a second. I hate plants. Not only that, whenever my cat gets near the plants, it eats certain plants.
And throws up.
Yeah. So I'm in the house the other day. The housekeeper's out. Everyone's out. All right? Except my kids. My little 5-year-old comes running in. Shira's making weird noises. I right away know what it is. I said, ignore it. Yeah, you hear like, And then I walk out. The cat's vomiting all over. Because I see it's green vomit.
Right.
It ate a plant.
Right. They love to do that.
Yeah. So my kid goes, what are we going to do? I said, don't step in it. And when Mommy and the housekeeper come home, they'll clean it up.
Oh, you live with it.
And it just laid there on the floor all day.
You wouldn't even dream of touching it, would you?
No, I'm busy. I'm busy making money.
No, doesn't Elsa walk in and go, Howard, you left
No,
vomit here
she knows
for
better.
hours.
She knows she'll get a huge fight out of me.
So you walk around.
That's nothing compared to what it's like to take care of a dog.
I ignore it. I ignore any problem.
The dog is always panting. The tongue is hanging out.
Yeah, I'm not going to allow that. I'll cut
its
tongue out.
And if the dog, if the dog pees on the carpet once, then that smell is there. He goes back to that piece of carpet over and over and over.
Yeah,
again.
and I don't want that. I want it in a cage.
Oh man.
A lot of people cage them.
A lot of people have those big cages.
Yep, that's what I'm going to get.
Those cages are good, but not to leave them in all the time.
All the
They
time.
start them there, and then they're supposed to get
That's how
there
you
and let
train a
them
dog
out.
in those cages.
But even adult dogs, they keep in the cage sometimes because the dog tends to like it. They like to have a little space.
It becomes like their little dog house.
Yeah. And they don't know it can
but
hurt
then
it.
you got a cage in your house.
Yeah. Big cage in your kitchen.
But you can housebreak a dog in one of those cages, Howard.
You know, how would I go in the cage and everybody else leave me alone? I would do that. And then the barking, the incessant barking. I see some schmo. I was in Central Park on Saturday. I see some schmo on rollerblades going down a hill, dragging his dog with him. The dog's feet were bloody. Yeah, I mean, people are weird, man. They're mean.
Yeah, their dog has to be with them.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, the dogs are not. Dogs can only run for short periods. They're not supposed to jog. People who jog with their animals are asses.
The dogs are having heart attacks.
Yeah. A dog can only run in short spurts. They're not meant to jog like idiots
They're
like
not
us.
long-distance runners.
Yeah, neither are we. I got news for you. Unbelievable. But, you know, dogs don't care about losing weight.
This is not a good idea.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Go ahead.
I'm doing it. Here's Tom Chiasano. He's got something.
I wind up with the dog psychiatrist.
What is it, Tom?
What you're saying about dogs is absolutely true. Years ago, I used to run a lot.
Yep.
My brother's out of town. He asked me to babysit his dog for the weekend.
Yep.
So I'm going to take his nice dog. It's a black lab. And I'm going to take the dog running with me. So I take the dog running. every 500, 600 yards, the dog wants to stop.
Of course.
So
Dog doesn't want to jog.
It's a young, beautiful dog.
Yeah, you kill it.
I ran the dog for 2 days. They came home on Monday. Take the dog. The dog is just like laying down. Doesn't want to move anywhere.
Looks like he killed it.
I wore the pads.
Off the dog? Oh,
yeah.
You're dragging it down the street.
Oh. I see this guy. He's rollerblading down a hill, dragging the dog by its throat with a collar.
With a collar, yeah.
And not only that, he's going to collide with some bike rider because he's busy with his dog.
Yeah, dogs aren't meant to do that.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
absolutely right.
Yeah, it's really screwy. I'll get a hold of this dog. I'll fix him.
Yeah. Lucky dog.
Yeah, but I got to get a hold of one of these black lab puppies. Can't get my hands on one.
You know what? Keep it up. You'll wind up with one that's totally crazy.
Yeah.
Because you have to have it right now.
You know, I'm waiting. Oh, believe me, I don't want it right now. I said to the kids, I'm waiting until mid-August.
You know what? You should get it after.
Right.
Because they don't come home until September.
Mm-hmm. Fine.
They want the dog. Let them be there when it comes.
These animals are, and they drive you crazy. My cat goes to a cardiologist.
I know. Your cat has been sick since the day you got it.
No, he's fine. He just has a heart condition.
No, but you had to shave that cat. The cat was living at the vet.
Yeah, well, I want them cleaned up so there'd be no germs. That's the cleanest cat you'll ever touch.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
Shaved all his hair off.
I don't want a cat with hair.
Oh, you're so bad.
They shed.
So bad.
No claws.
I reinvented the cat. What is it? Scott D. Pace.
He's got a dog. He just told me 2 great stories.
Yellow lab puppy. So the other day he was sitting on my lap.
Yeah, but you got a crummy little apartment, so who cares?
Oh, I have a house.
You have a house?
Yeah, in the country now.
Yeah,
Casa de Fe.
What'd that house cost you? About 70 grand?
Can't tell you that.
No. All right, go ahead.
A lot more than that.
All right.
So anyway, he's on my lap, and then he got down. So I look at my pants, and there's a brown streak in my
He crapped right on your pants.
No, I guess it was still on his butt.
He just wiped on his pants.
Oh, that's hideous.
That was bad. And what you're saying
Skid mark on your pants.
Yeah.
About
Sure it
ticks.
wasn't you?
We pulled off at least 50 ticks off him.
Really?
And I've had a few on me, and I've...
Really? That's it.
But...
No dog.
But the other thing, let's see, I can tell
you pulled a where do you live, man? In Jersey?
In Jersey, Chatham.
Do they have ticks there?
There's plenty of deer ticks all over.
Yeah.
I almost hit deer every morning.
Yeah, I saw deer galloping right in front of my house.
But you see, I don't have that on my house. I don't have deer.
Right.
No, he has raccoons.
Yeah.
It's not that big a problem, seriously.
Really? But what if you don't see the deer tick on you?
I didn't see him.
And what do you have to do every time the dog comes in? You got to go through their entire coat.
And he's got a yellow dog, Howard. You're gonna have a black one.
I'm not going to do that.
Try to find ticks on a black dog.
Can I make it?
Then why am I doing all this?
I told you don't want to do this.
So there was apparently a tick on me, and I didn't know it.
Oh, no.
And I'm rubbing my arm, and I was getting a rash. I was like, what? And finally I looked, and there was a black spot. It was a dick. A tick. Dick.
Faggot. You are a faggot.
But the tick had embedded himself inside. And
Get out of town.
Yeah, it was.
What'd you do?
I ripped it out myself, and then I had to go to a doctor. And
because you know what?
You got to do it the right way.
You can't. Because you can leave the head in, and the head will infest the whole rest of your body.
Yeah.
With an oozing sore.
Howard, you know that, right? You got to find a match so it backs out.
My dad once had a tick in the Army. Told me he took a cigarette and burned it out of his body.
Right.
Haven't found any in my hair.
But he's manly. You haven't found any in your hair?
No.
Yeah.
They've all been.
You don't have any hair.
I know.
Yeah, you're lucky. I have all this hair.
Yeah.
They don't hang out on the plains.
Dude, I'm not getting a dog. Forget it. Call my wife up. Get her on the phone after these commercials. Tell her I'm not getting a dog.
I just couldn't imagine a puppy sitting on your lap and dragging his butt across your lap.
I never heard of that happening.
I'll cut out its anus.
That was sick.
Oh, and what if the dog gets worms? Because he's going
I will kill it.
outside all the time.
I'll have it killed.
That's the funniest thing.
Oh, that's great.
I'll take it for euthanasia.
Ooh, man.
You know what else he does?
What?
Duke will, I take him out to go to the bathroom, and then he starts eating crap.
Right.
Just like his master.
And then
what's his name? Duke?
Duke.
Duke.
He's a great dog.
Duke.
The best dog, man.
My kids want to already pick out a name for the dog.
What's the dog's name?
Oh, yeah. What is it? Let's see. It's Shade.
Shade. Oh, God.
You know why?
From your old name?
No, it has all the initials
of everybody in the
family.
Oh, jeez.
Who's that?
Stern.
Oh.
Wolf.
And I'm like, all right. I wanted to name. I said, well, so does Hades. What's wrong with the name Hades for a dog? Hades. Don't you think that's cool?
That's a good name.
But they found out it was Satan, and they didn't like it. I don't know, my kids are so straight. I said, why don't we call the dog Hades?
Oh, man.
It's funny. They don't want anything funny. They want something cute. So they've done everything for the dog but have the dog. Yeah, I'm not getting it now. Not after what you just said.
Yeah, I forgot about the worms, and you'll definitely have worms with dogs outside.
Forget worms. Ticks? Forget it.
Yeah, but you haven't dealt with a dog with worms.
You get ticks on me, I'm gone.
When the dog is in your house throwing up and dragging his butt across your carpet.
Duke throws up a lot, too.
He does?
Yeah, he throws up at least... Well, he was throwing up a lot.
Why is he vomiting so much? Something's wrong.
No, he was eating, like, plastic and stuff that we weren't really watching.
You got a puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they eat everything.
I don't want
wood in your house.
You know what? I don't want it.
A dog doesn't sniff plastic and say, I shouldn't eat this. It just eats
right,
it.
it eats it anyway.
You know, it's the whole thing you're
Stupid
ignoring,
animal.
Howard. You have millions of people coming to your house every day. Every time there's a strange person comes to the house, that dog will bark for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just go berserk.
Yeah, I need that. Oh, forget it. Call my wife after these commercials. I'm going to inform her, A, that we're not getting a dog, and B, we're not getting a dog. And so on and so forth. What?
He also was doing the humping of the leg sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, you got a male dog?
Interesting.
Yeah, then we had him.
I would only get a girl. I don't want to see penis and testicles on a dog.
Humping.
Yeah.
But all his experiences, great dog.
Great dog?
Yeah, good. Again.
You would do it again?
Yeah.
Even with the big black ring around your side.
Yeah. He loves that dog. You got a picture on him right next to where he directs the show.
Yeah, that's good. I think he's busy looking at that picture.
No.
Go wash your pants. You're disgusting me. What is it, Ganji? Quickly.
I got something that would totally annoy you, too, with my dog. Every time somebody comes in the house, it goes to the bathroom on the floor. Number one.
It does?
Every time. It gets so excited that somebody comes in that it wets the floor.
It wets the floor?
Yeah.
That's not a comment, Howard. I've heard that.
Oh, my God.
The dog
Where is this? You keep the dog in the city?
No, my parents' house.
Oh, my God.
So does Ganji.
You know, and Fred carries like 8 pictures of his dog.
I know.
And then when we go to a hotel or something, we travel with the show, Fred sets up framed pictures of his dog.
Framed pictures.
Yeah.
You do.
He stuck him in the mirror.
Yeah.
He stuck him in the mirror.
Stuck on the mirror.
Yeah. Fred had to go away from home. That great home.
Animals.
Yeah.
Hey, I like dogs.
And we walked in, Fred was talking to the pictures.
I think we stepped over the line.
Good boy.
Issue Fido.
At least I didn't let the dog run out.
We're going to call my wife after
car
this.
and freeze to death.
And what happened to Bigfoot? He never showed up?
He's late.
Oh, he is late.
He called and said he's stuck.
All right, we'll call my wife next. Okay. I'm going to tell her no
That guy's a racist, and he sucks. And all those people out there, they're like Guidos. Yeah. And they're like very racist and stupid.
Well, that Howard Stern is such an ass.
By today, he's bigger than ever.
True. I mean, he's really a nice Jewish boy.
He's also known as a world-class mouse.
Because it was his show business, man. And it's his radio
That's
show.
right. It's your fault.
My fault.
Don Imus needs a serious beating.
Dingleberry face, fart nose.
Someday his daughters are going to grow up and going to kill him. There's nothing there. Nothing.
What about Robin? What would you do to her if you could get her?
Oh, Robin, I would just grab the boobies.
Don't kiss and count. Don't kiss and count.
Grab the boobies and kiss the boobies and play with the hairy patch.
Howard Stern. The Howard Stern Show. You are listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Hey, honey.
Hi.
I'm listening to all these horror stories about dogs.
I know. I was hearing that.
Did you listen to the show?
Ooh.
Why are we getting a dog? You hear what's going on?
Well, this is the part that I was thinking about. We're just really looking into it, Hal. The kids expressed an interest.
I think we're more than looking into it. We're talking to a trainer. We're talking to a breeder.
I thought you were on a list.
No, we haven't gotten that far.
Oh, no.
We haven't?
No.
I think it's a mistake. Hey, here's another one. Howard, don't get the dog. Labs are great dogs, and they are especially great with kids, but they are hell for the first 3 years. They will chew everything.
Well, I think if we get it...
They want constant attention. They want to play all the time. You have to put them in a cage at night so they won't eat your house while you sleep.
Right.
Many of them will cry all night long while they're in the cage. If you do get one, don't get a puppy. Get one who is 3 years old or more.
That's a possibility.
Also, be aware of hip dysplasia, which is very common in labs.
No, because when you get a pedigree dog, you check all that out.
Yeah,
No, he says it might not show up for the first 3 years.
It doesn't show up. And then they get it, and then you got to spend millions of dollars in operations.
It's the pedigreed dogs that have most of the problems.
Yeah. And then they pick up ticks. I am not going to have ticks in my house.
Well,
I mean, here's a woman. Listen to this woman on the phone. This is Shirley. She had a tick removed from her vagina.
Oh, no.
Listen to this. Shirley.
Yes.
How do you get a tick removed from your vagina?
You have to go to the doctor.
But how do you get it in there?
Well, it goes by itself.
Was this from a dog?
Well, I have a dog, but...
Did you have sex with a dog?
No.
No, but what you're saying is that it crawled there.
Absolutely. Ticks love warm, dark places.
Yeah.
Well, that I knew.
That lucky doctor. So you're saying, and I got a house full of girls. And how do you even know to get diagnosed that the tick is in your vagina?
Well, I was just lucky. It was felt. So.
Who felt it?
Well, I did, actually.
Oh. No man in your life?
But you have to be very careful. You have to check yourself very carefully.
All over, apparently.
You're saying it was inside?
Yes. Oh, I'm getting...
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want the dog now either.
And you're going to let the dog lay on the bed, Allison?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And DePace says his dog was on his lap and the dog left skid marks on his pants.
That's not unusual.
And the dog pukes.
I was just looking into it.
Yeah, well, let's stop looking.
Oh, stop it. Let's just,
And, by the way, labs shed like crazy. Right? That's what we've heard. Is this,
if they're long-haired dogs, they will shed. Yeah.
Allison, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, this is a different Allison. What do you have to say?
Labs shed like crazy, and especially if you're a neat freak, you'll be vacuuming all day long.
Yeah, I mean, we got nice furniture and everything.
Well, listen, we have, I don't know. We'll think about it.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. This is not for us.
I don't know.
And you know me. And you know what? My wife is working now. She's never home. I mean, I'm going to be stuck.
Then you'll be in the house with the dog.
Yeah. Allison, seriously.
You won't let the dog near him.
No, I don't let the cat near me.
You know what? He might fall in love with this dog.
He could.
It doesn't sound like it.
I don't get that he's going to right now.
I'll tell you the truth. If you attracted ticks, I wouldn't be in love with you.
Oh, God.
You know, your parents 3 or 4 times a year is enough hassle. I don't need a dog.
And the house trained.
Yeah. My wife got picked up.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Oh, please.
I've been telling everybody.
You know how.
What's your sign, Al? Listen to this. My wife's in the airport. Tell everybody. Honey, tell everyone.
No.
What, are you embarrassed?
Why are you embarrassed? I'm proud.
I'm having a private conversation with my husband.
Yeah, but this is something we should share. Tell everybody.
Tell everybody what?
How you got picked up in the airport.
I was talking to a guy.
No, it was more than talk. The guy asked you your sign.
Okay, so ask me my sign.
How old was he?
How old was he?
He was, I don't know, 30s, 40s.
40s?
Good looking?
Not bad.
Oh.
I bet you know what? My wife has no taste. I mean, she married me. I swear, she thinks every guy is good looking.
That's not
Like some of these loser husbands on Long Island who I see, and I mean, they're really like a train wreck hit them.
My wife tells you they're good looking.
Yeah, and then I go, oh my God, she'd do it with anybody.
No. I don't think, Howard, you're wrong. I don't think anybody's good looking.
Yeah. Bull.
Except for you.
She is in love. She is so in love with me.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm even trying to get her to calm down, not to be so in love.
And anything.
So what happened? You were standing in the airport.
Anything you said today was completely erroneous.
What was that?
What you were saying about
our lovemaking?
Our lovemaking.
It was beautiful. I tell you, when we did it last night, I was like, we should do this every night.
I didn't hear that part.
No.
I must have tuned
I said that during the commercial.
He got cut off. He did say it.
No, when we do it, it's good. It's just till we get to do it.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Garib, everyone's like that. Jackie, when's the last time you banged your wife? Seriously.
Oh, a week ago, maybe more.
Yeah, it's crazy. Married couples, after a while, they just don't do it that much.
Well, because there's
this schedule really sucks.
No, it's not the schedule. Come on, let me tell you something. I'll get you a new girlfriend. I guarantee you'll be doing her every day. Somehow you'll find 5 minutes.
The schedule has something to do with it.
Yeah.
The schedule will be different.
Yeah. You believe me, you make time.
Quit the job.
Yeah. Quit the job is right. Quit the job.
Priorities, baby.
Yeah. I'm telling you. That's what I tell my wife. I said, I'm surprised you didn't go with the guy in the airport. All right, tell me every detail. It turns me on.
No, I'm not interested in doing
It
that.
turned me on in a bizarre way, Rob.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. You get turned on if anybody tells you they like your wife.
Yeah. What were you doing?
Other guys are after her.
Were you wearing a bra in the airport?
What?
Were you wearing a bra?
I took all my clothes off and I
She was in a thong. Now, what happened? Tell me the truth.
Nothing. It was.
You were standing where?
You know, I'm very friendly, and it was a very.
Oh, you picked him up.
What?
What do you mean?
You started talking first?
Oh, I don't even know. Probably.
Oh, you know what? She started talking.
Oh, so he thought she was coming on to him?
Yeah, that's different. Oh, forget it.
You know what? I don't know. It was.
I thought he walked up to you.
It was a very.
Oh, she started talking to him.
He's at work telling his friends he met some horny broad.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You know, I really don't remember.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't know.
You mean you walked up and said something to him?
No, I don't think so. I think it was,
You know.
I really don't.
She remembers every detail of everything.
Yeah, baby.
How could you not remember? Were you drinking? No, you remember. Did you walk up to him?
No, it was not walking. It was just kind of there, and everybody was put on standby, and we were waiting for planes. So it was just, a conversation.
Yeah, so you said to him, I can't believe the planes are late.
Well, we were all talking amongst each other, a group of people. The only thing that I realized was at one point he said, "What's your sign?" So I said, "Oh, this is interesting. I haven't had this in 20 years."
Picking you up.
Yeah, just that part.
What sign are you?
What sign am I?
What is your sign? I don't even know.
Yes, you do.
What is it?
You know my sign.
Did you tell him your sign?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
He said, "What's your sign?" And you said, "I'm not going to tell you?"
No. I don't know. I think I just laughed.
Oh, gee.
Wait a second. This guy says to you, "What's your sign?" and you laughed? No, you told him your sign.
I didn't tell him.
Why?
Why not?
And then his plane got called, and that was the end of the whole.
He said to you, "Excuse me, what's your sign?" And you said, "I don't know."
No, I didn't.
And you laughed.
Wow.
I don't believe that.
I didn't answer. We never made a date. Nothing happened.
No, I know that. I'm just saying what. I don't understand the story. Do you guys?
I thought they were on the same plane.
No, this was in the airport waiting.
Airport.
That was clear.
Oh.
And he was a tall guy?
No, not that taller than me. Not that tall.
He had hair?
Had hair.
Really?
Fat?
Was he fat?
No, not at all.
And he said, "What's your sign?"
What's your sign?
And you laughed.
I don't even. I remember I didn't answer.
Oh. Okay.
I think it was like a throwaway line, like.
What religion?
Not like.
Is it a white guy?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yes. All right. That's all I want to know.
He was charming, and they were killing time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, if I was, you know what? Here's another guy. This guy got a tick on the tip of his penis.
Oh, my.
How do you get that?
Chaz?
Yeah, I'm here.
You had a tick? Tell my wife.
No, it wasn't me. It was a buddy of mine. We were out in New York, and we were up there in the mountains hunting. And we come back after, bagging a couple deer. And, we're searching ourselves down for tick, and he finds one right on the end of his penis.
Yeah.
Well, that has to do with deer, huh?
Yeah, that's deer.
What was he doing with the deer?
First of all, why is the tick so gay? Jillian, what is it?
Hi. I have a dog, half shepherd, half black lab. I have never had any of these problems.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
normal person, finally.
When he was little, I got him when he was 4 months old.
My wife's not even going to take care of this dog.
But this is a mixed breed puppy, too.
Yeah.
Wait a
Not
minute.
a pure breed.
Wait. When he was 4 months old, he did have worms.
Of course he did.
Oh.
That's normal.
Wait, but he wasn't throwing up. He wasn't rubbing his butt. I took him to the vet, gave him pills, done.
Right.
He has not had ticks. He's been in 2 countries.
You didn't have to take a stool sample to the vet?
No, actually, I took him when I knew he was getting ready to go to the bathroom, and they did it there.
Yeah, I would.
Otherwise, you have to scoop up a sample.
No, I would leave the dog. I would leave the dog at the vet for weeks until they cured it. Ask my wife. You know what I do with the cat? If the cat has a problem, and they say, "Well, you're gonna have to give
it to the vet."
They go, "Well, you're gonna have to give it medication." I go, "No, just leave it at the vet for months until they cure it."
No, I don't leave him at the vet for months.
Well.
But I've never had any of these major problems. He's a
Your dog has never soiled in the house.
No, never.
Wow.
I traded him when he was
He
little.
doesn't shed.
No, he sheds a little bit, but not a whole lot. No worse than my cat.
I can deal with that.
And I traded him when he was little to go to the bathroom, so we never had any of those problems.
Where do you live, in the city?
I live in Virginia, outside of D.C.
Oh.
And he's never had fleas?
He's had fleas when we were in Canada, when we would go up into the mountains. But it wasn't anything bad. He's never had a tick. I've never had tick problems. My cat's never had a tick.
Meanwhile, they say you can put a collar on your dog now and don't even get fleas.
Hey, you can.
He wears a collar sometimes. He doesn't always wear it. I don't always keep it on him.
But, yeah, it's chemicals floating around your dog all the time.
Exactly. But I've never had really major problems.
I'm going to hang up on you because you're going to convince my wife to get a dog. Allison, seriously?
What?
I'd pass on the dog.
Well, you're one extreme or another.
Are you ever home anymore?
I'm home a little.
Yeah. How many hours a week do you spend at home? 2?
I don't know. It's just something that we're starting to explore. I'm not going to say yes or no right now.
Have you ever had a dog?
Yes, I grew up with a dog.
Oh, okay.
I have Ralph. That's enough of a pet.
Oh. I grew up with shepherds my whole life.
And and she never took care of him. She doesn't take care of the cat. She doesn't do anything.
I do take care of the cat.
She's all right with the cat. All right.
And I take care of you.
And my wife insisted I make love to her last night. I did it.
Right.
It was good.
I insisted. Can you imagine?
Yeah. I was reading a comic book.
You're the one with the problem.
Yeah. I say I have a problem.
Yeah.
That's right. So what?
I have to live with it.
No.
Yeah.
Did you put down the comic book while you're having sex?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I did, of course. Of course I did. It was good. Once it's over with, I go, man, that was good.
Oh, God. I would hope so.
It's just getting in the mood, that's all. No, you're a married couple, you gotta make romance, that's all. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Annie.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, don't get a dog while I'm gone. Bye-bye.
Don't worry. Bye.
It was the dog routine. Hey, by the way, we were talking about Viagra, the pill that gives you arousal.
Yes.
Here's a guy on it. Hold on a second, I think I lost him. Let me see if I can find him again. Damn, there's so many people on the phone, I can't keep track. Here he is. Rick. Rick's gone. Shucks. Here's a guy who sells Viagra. He's a Viagra dealer. How you doing? Michael.
Oh, this is not Michael's John. I got pigs, potbellies.
No, I don't care about that.
Come on, I'm trying.
All right.
Oh, he's going to say they're a better pet?
Yeah. I would never get a pig. That's the trendiest, stupidest thing.
Jeez.
All right, my movie wife was interviewed yesterday. She's in some new movie coming out called Deep Impact. They, of course, asked her about me. Here's what she said.
I learned a big lesson with Private Parts, actually, because initially I didn't even sort of think I wanted to read the script. You know, I mean, it sat on my counter for 2 weeks, literally.
What counter?
Like, I was like, I'm not going to do that, you know, and then it turned out to be the most fun I've ever had working. So I learned a big lesson with that. And professionally, it only helped, really. I mean, a lot of people have seen the movie that sort of have never listened to Howard and never intended to and have liked the film, and that's helped me, you know. So it's been all good, really. I mean, yes, there's been some crazy fan mail.
Really?
There's been some scary letters.
I just interviewed him last week, and he said that Ivan Reitman is talking about a sequel. Have you been contacted, or is it too early to contact you about that?
No, I've heard about it. I mean, I haven't heard about it, like, you know, professionally. I've heard about it from Howard, you know, and I haven't heard about it like they want you to do the sequel, because I'm not actually sure there will be. But if there is, I certainly would do it. From start to finish. I'm not kidding. Like, every crew member, we just had a ball. It's silly. Shouldn't have been paid. It was ridiculous.
Good girl. Nice interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's great. She's good. She's loyal.
This is supposed to be a big summer movie, this Deep
Impact. Yeah, she's in it. Got big cans.
Oh, yeah.
Go see it. Gary Garver's at the National Conference of Christians and Jews. That must have been a bloodbath. He ran into Jimmy Kahn. You know who Jimmy Kahn is?
Sure.
All right.
He was Sonny in The Godfather.
That's right. Here's James Kahn. Big interview.
Mr. Kahn. Hi, how you doing? Can I ask you a couple questions for CBS Radio?
Maybe. Okay.
What do you say to people who think the Holocaust wasn't real?
I wouldn't even grace that with an answer. I mean, they're on acid. I don't understand. I can't even answer the question.
Why do Christians celebrate the resurrection of Christ by hiding colored eggs all over the place?
Because if they weren't colored, they'd never find them.
That's right.
Why do blacks hate the Jews?
It's the silliest thing in the world. The Jews love the blacks love the Jews. I don't believe in it. Those are not great questions, do you think? Who told you? I mean, you made a. Do you think blacks hate Jews?
No, I'm just asking. Your opinion on it.
I don't believe it.
I don't either.
Okay.
So that went well. He doesn't believe blacks hate Jews?
He said they love each other.
They do. Where's he living? We ought to take him down to Brooklyn.
Oh, God.
Here's Ted Danson at the same benefit.
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson. You know who he is?
Yes.
Who
the
is
guy
he?
from Cheers.
Guy from Cheers.
Good. How you doing? Can I ask a couple questions? CBS Radio.
Yeah.
What do you?
Religious question?
Could be.
Good. I'm good at those.
What do you say to people who think the Holocaust wasn't real?
I would suggest that they go to the Shoah Foundation that Steven Spielberg and a lot of his friends have put together which have interviews with over 60,000 survivors of the Holocaust, and they are on tape, and they can listen to 60,000 witnesses who were there describe their story. And after they've listened to 60,000 witnesses, then I'd like to talk to them again.
Why do Christians celebrate the resurrection of Christ by hiding colored eggs all over the place?
Yeah, my kids asked me that, and I drew a blank. Well, you see, the eggs don't have the foggiest.
Maybe Ted Danson knows about blacks and Jews. That'll be good.
Why do so many Jews change their names to Christian names in Hollywood?
Don't have the foggiest.
Are you insulted?
I know. Other Jews have those names, and they have to change them for professional reasons. That's why.
Are you insulted by Whoopi Goldberg mocking Jews with her name?
I'm insulted by nothing that Whoopi Goldberg does. I'm usually
Hey, wasn't he banging her?
Yes, he was.
Now, that's interesting.
That Friars Club thing, that embarrassed you.
Did it amused.
Do you think GIF...
One more, and then one more. These are getting tough, man.
Do you think GIF is still cheating on Kathy Lee?
I wouldn't go there. Couldn't care.
What does he mean he wouldn't go there? He wouldn't go and cheat with Kathy Lee? Or?
He just doesn't want to talk about it.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
My best wishes to them both. And this interview is now over.
Thanks, Ted. There is a gentleman who appears on our show every once in a while named Bigfoot. His name is Matt. He has the biggest foot, but you know what?
That's documented.
Yeah, that's the least weird thing about him. He now is here to introduce us to a girlfriend.
Yes, this is what I hear.
He has a girlfriend.
How did he do that? I know he's always hitting on women.
This is impossible. And Gary says she's not half bad looking. There he is. There's Matt. Matt, watch your head.
Yeah,
Too late.
Can't get into the studio.
And there's his girlfriend who's very tall and actually very pretty. Wow. I'm shocked. You better watch your head there, Matt.
Whoa. This is his announcement?
Yeah, I think so.
Is this his first girlfriend?
It's got to be. Because Matt, Matt, you bill yourself as the guy with the world's biggest feet. But, dude, that is the, that's the least most interesting thing about you.
What do you mean?
I mean, because you're wild looking. Matt dyed his hair blonde.
I know, I love that. Bring more attention to himself.
Yeah. Matt, why did you dye your hair blonde? Did you do it yourself or you went to a salon?
I went to a salon. Just
you did?
For the hell of it.
You just did it?
Yeah, why not?
Had nothing else to do that day.
I was bored that day. I was,
right.
A little drunk, nothing to do.
Matt is really, when you see him, it is startling. How tall are you again?
7'6".
7'6". How tall is that guy in that Billy Crystal movie?
Oh, I don't know.
Is he like about 7'6"?
I'm tall. I'm supposed to know how tall he is.
Is he about?
He's 7'7".
He's 7'7". Wouldn't that be a bitch? Finally a role.
Yeah, did they even contact you about that?
No, I had no idea about it.
Oh. You would have been perfect for that movie. It was a disaster of a movie, but you would have been perfect for it. Let me say something to you. Christina, you are now his girlfriend?
Yes.
Have you ever had a girlfriend before, Matt?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Matt acts as if, his height and size has never held him back.
Yeah.
Why should it?
Christina, where did you meet Matt Bigfoot?
I met him on the Tall Club website.
On a Tall Club website?
Yeah, in the personal ads.
Mm-hmm. So, Matt, you were having trouble finding a woman, so you went on the personal ads, too?
No, I made the mistake of listening to my manager, who said, put an ad on there, because you never know who might be looking.
Well, why is that a mistake?
He seems to think I'll get a movie role or something out of putting my name on a personal ad.
I see.
Thought it worked out better anyway.
Mm-hmm. So, because he's got a big forehead and everything, right? You're like Lurch, right? Well, I mean, in a sense. I mean, you are. Right? You have a forehead the size of an awning. I mean, he really does. Isn't he an unusual-looking guy, Christina?
No, I think he's nice looking.
No, I mean, I'm saying he's not nice looking. I'm just saying, but doesn't he have a different look?
You've never run into anybody else who looks like him.
I mean, nobody looks like Matt, right?
Right.
Right. He's not just tall. I mean, he's wild.
Yeah.
Now, how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
6'4".
Yeah. Wow. I didn't realize. You see, standing next to Matt, you don't look that tall.
Yeah.
And Matt, are your genitals the size of a fire hydrant?
We went through this before, remember?
What is that?
We went through this before.
I don't remember. What was the answer?
What do you think?
They are huge.
Come on.
I mean, I hope they are.
Really?
I mean, listen to his voice.
Everything else on him is big.
Yeah. Christina.
Yes.
How long have you guys been going out?
We met 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
You met on the Tall Club internet site.
Now, after you, like, start, what, do you email each other or something?
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Yeah, some phone calls, check out his voice.
Yeah, and when you got him, just, hello. Were you startled by Matt's voice when you first heard it?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's very deep.
It took me about 20 minutes to understand it, so I passed him off to my mother.
What did his ad say? That's what
Yeah. 7'6". Wait, what did your ad say?
It said, I don't know, tall, intelligent, Caucasian white male.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Didn't say anything about the biggest foot or anything?
No, it wasn't hyped up at all.
Right. So anyway, so then he picked you up for a date. Where do you live?
I live in upstate New York.
Upstate New York. Where do you live, Matt?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. All right, so that's a convenient date. What did it take you, like 3 days to get to the date? When you're horny, though, you go for it, right?
I drove like hell, so I was there in like 3 hours.
You drove in 3 hours? Yeah, from Philadelphia.
What kind of car does he drive?
Got to be a big car.
Yeah.
I drive a limo. You know.
Do you really?
Yeah, I like to drive myself around in a limo.
Do you really?
No.
What do you drive?
I have a truck, a big Bronco.
A big Bronco. All right, that would make sense.
Yeah.
All right. So Matt Bigfoot. So you get her number and everything. Did you guys exchange pictures?
Oh, no, I saw his picture.
You did?
I don't put my picture on the web.
You don't?
Nah.
Okay, but you saw his picture. You knew that he had an unusual look.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
So do I.
No. Honey, you are not unusual compared to Matt. All right, now you're 6'4". You're a big girl yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Do you need to use more than one tampon being that big?
Oh, my goodness. What's that got to do with it?
I wonder if her genitals are as big as the rest of her. You know what I'm saying?
Howard, it's all in proportion.
All in proportion. All right. Okay. Or a roll of Bounty towels, at least. No, to accommodate Matt, I would think that you'd have to be a big woman. All right, so wait a second. The two of you make a nice couple. Yeah, okay. Now, so what happened? So he showed up at your house. Do you live with your parents?
No, he never showed up at my house. He got lost in Jersey, supposedly.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
So you met in Jersey?
No, we met in Woodbury Commons.
Woodbury Commons. Yeah. That's out on Long Island.
Someplace
that's in Newburgh.
Oh, that's in Jersey.
No, New York.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. Okay, I'm confused. All right, so anyway, you met somewhere at a mall?
Yeah, and then we went out for Japanese food.
Were people staring at the two of you?
Not really.
Yeah.
What do you mean, not really?
Not as much as usual.
Oh, come on.
Especially for New York, too.
But they noticed.
They did notice.
A little bit.
And when did the two of you become lovers? On the first date?
Lovers?
Yeah. Did you? I mean, I assume you're now lovers, aren't you?
Are we lovers?
Why not?
Okay.
Are you lovers?
Sure.
Are you? No, seriously, are you?
Sure.
The two of you make love? Have you made love yet?
To her?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you haven't?
Dear, they haven't done anything. This is no girlfriend.
Christina, you haven't made love to him yet?
No.
No?
Nah.
What kind of girlfriend is that?
So it's not a girlfriend.
Matt, it would be all right if you were 12, but...
Christina, why are you pretending to be his girlfriend then?
Pretending?
Yeah. Are you really his girlfriend?
Maybe they're being shy.
Do you think I'm imposturing his girlfriend?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm asking you.
No,
I mean,
his girlfriend.
you've been going out for 2 months and you haven't made love?
I've only seen her about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, this is the 4th time we've been together.
Oh, have you kissed?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have? You see, so when did you make out? On the first date? Second date?
Yeah.
Oh, you did make out.
She's looking at him like she doesn't know until he says it.
Yeah. And have you gone any further?
We have to interrogate them separately.
Yeah, did you go any further on the? Did you go any further than kissing?
No, yeah, we haven't been alone.
You haven't been alone.
We've been with different people.
Oh, so you've only kissed.
It's like a group thing.
So you enjoy kissing each other?
Sure.
Let me see you kiss each other. I don't believe it. Now you're making me think that you're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Let me see. All right, here they go. They are.
They are kissing.
Oh, they are.
Do you like that, Harris?
Nothing better than romance.
A whole lot of love.
Must have been a very wet kiss. The both of you were wiping your mouths.
Everybody's wiping up.
Everyone's wiping up. Man.
Some big juicy lips.
All right, so this is exciting. This is a budding romance. I'm glad to see Matt has found love. I was always concerned about it. But and Christina, I'm glad to see you found. Is it hard for you to find men because you're 6'4"?
It's not hard to find men. It's hard to find tall ones.
Hard to find a tall man, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand that. Yes. When will you reach into his lap for the first time? Do you think today?
How come they're always going out in groups?
Yeah, why don't you guys go get a hotel room and do it?
Oh, dear.
That's
so romantic.
Yeah.
Well, what I mean,
romantic.
Don't you want to feel her up? Of course.
We all do.
So
you do, geez.
So when are you going to feel her up?
When the mood strikes me.
Go for it.
Hasn't the mood hit? In the car, you don't feel her up?
No, he's driving.
I'm always driving.
No, but I mean, did you park and kiss, and then when you say goodnight, and you don't put your hand on her chest?
8th grade.
Dude.
Come on.
Dude, let me understand something. Where do you kiss her goodnight?
On the lips.
No, where do you where are you when you kiss her?
Drop her off at home.
Okay, drop her off. You don't put your hand on her boobie?
Oh, she lives with her parents, too, so that makes it a little different.
No, I see.
My dad's a pretty big guy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's 6'7".
I think he's got weapons, too.
Really? Have your parents met Matt yet?
Oh, yeah.
They like him?
Sure.
Really?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't like me? Come on.
Oh, come on, man. You're scary when you walk in the room.
Oh, no.
He's a scary guy.
Come
on, man.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mom and
He
Dad.
shakes her father's hand and throws him over his shoulder.
You rang?
You rang. It's so nice to meet her.
Wow. Man, a guy drives 3 hours for a date and no feeling up? I'd be pissed. You must have to ice your testicles on the way by. All right, let's just announce this. Matt McGrory is how you say Bigfoot's real name.
I didn't know you knew that.
Yeah. He's trying to get an acting career going.
Yes.
He's appearing at a wrestling event with Elephant Boy. They want him to wrestle, but he's not interested. You're not going to do that.
No, not really.
You're not into doing a freak show thing.
Actually, I already did it with Elephant Boy. Got to throw him around a little bit.
Did you? You wrestled him?
Choked him.
Yeah, it's not your thing.
It's not hard.
He's in graduate school. He was in law school, but he got bored. So now he's studying philosophy.
Uh-huh.
Right?
We'll change the pace.
Yeah, okay. You say there's an imposter?
Yeah, I got a call from the Athlete's Foot. They said there's some guy out in the Northwest, like California, Seattle, Canada, going around saying that he's me.
That he's the man with the world's biggest foot?
He wants free shoes, and he's going to the shoe store, like, demanding shoes.
All right, well, we just want to say there is one Bigfoot.
Only.
And he is Matt McGrory, and if you got any acting work for him or whatever, and then congratulations to Christina, who is now his girlfriend.
Now, does he take acting lessons?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Where do you go? Where do you do that?
I'm starting with Mike Lemon Casting in Philadelphia. I'm also working there, little internship kind of thing.
You haven't seen him with his pants off yet, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Sure.
You saw him nude?
No, boxers.
You saw him in boxer shorts?
Do I show him?
No, wait a second. You saw Bigfoot in boxer shorts?
Sure.
Where did you see that?
His house?
Oh, you've been to his house?
Oh, sure.
So why didn't you make love there?
He lives with his brother.
Yeah.
I think we were partying all night, too.
Yeah, we were.
And what were you doing in your boxer shorts?
Sleeping. Passed out.
You passed out?
Oh, yeah.
So you haven't seen his Johnson yet, though?
No.
No.
No, I haven't.
Wait till you see it.
Yeah, I think
Are you nervous?
Nervous?
Yeah.
Nervous about what?
About seeing how, because he's a monster. He's got a huge one.
A monster.
Maybe just jealous, man.
Well, maybe. I mean, look at the size of his hands. Can you imagine what his member is? Look at his hand, Robin.
I'm looking at it.
It is huge.
Yeah. Believe me, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something. Are you nervous even about handling any of his fingers?
Oh, I love his hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's a big man.
Yeah, I know.
Might have to put a ring on one of those fingers.
I like big men.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you were at his apartment, and he was in boxer shorts? And what were you wearing? Like a bra and panties?
Boxer short.
Really?
Sure.
And you guys just kissed?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't use your hand on her?
You don't understand the weekend,
Man, I don't get this guy.
No, we were out all night.
Yeah.
I don't get it at all. Yes, Teresa, what is it?
Howard?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
He asked my girlfriend last time he was on there to, that she wanted to go on with him. So he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Oh, really? He fakes this?
I don't know if he's faking.
Are you guys faking this? Tell me the truth.
I'm not a fake, sweetheart.
You're not faking? All right, I just want to make sure.
He asked my girlfriend to go last time when he was on there to be his girlfriend.
Is that true, Matt?
Who?
Jen.
You asked me to bring her?
I don't know. She wanted to do that.
Yeah, I know her.
All right, so this is your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Jeff, go ahead.
All right. Okay, Howard, listen. For the most part, I want to say this. No. I'm calling about what you said about the Jews hate the blacks.
Right.
no Jews hate the blacks. Nobody's against the black. I mean, nobody's against the Jews. The blacks don't hate the Jews. I bought your 1-800 that tape that I told you I want my money back. This is my fourth time calling. You have some nerve. Don't instigate. And another thing, I can understand why some people do hate the Jews. Let's be for real, Howard. Like in Israel. You know, Israel was given to the damn Jews back in 1948 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody else wanted them to.
So you do hate the Jews?
Say again?
I said, so you do hate the Jews?
What the hell? No.
You said the damn Jews, they got Israel, it was given to them.
Listen.
So you hate them.
Look how it was given to them. This country forced the Palestinians to take them. I mean, let's be for real. That ain't right. The Palestinians was there first, and then these are European Jews.
So you hate the Jews?
I don't hate the Jews.
You just said the damn Jews.
Hate them. Why you putting words in my mouth?
You hate the Jews.
No, I don't, Howard. I just told you I bought your tape. How could I hate the Jews? I bought your tape. Come on.
What's that got to do with anything?
Yes, it does.
I'm a half Jew. All right, listen, you two lovebirds. Congratulations on finding each other. When you mate, come back, all right? I want to hear what it's like to make love to a 7'6" man. Seriously, how many inches are you? I'm talking to, you know what I'm talking about, in your pants. Yeah, how many inches are you?
I don't need to tell you.
Tell me.
I'm sure it's a lot bigger than yours now.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
He couldn't have been in that contest last week.
No. Matt, can I ask you a question? Can you use a normal-sized condom?
Buy the bigger ones.
You have to buy the bigger ones? Wow.
They're kind of tight.
They're kind of tight. Wow. Jesus. And you're 6'4", honey, so maybe you can handle them.
Whoa. Sure.
Is your diaphragm the size of a pizza?
Maybe on a good day, Howard.
You know, if you guys had a baby, the baby would be the size of a 6-year-old? Yeah. You'd be like 6'5".
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine that? It'd be pretty wild.
Born standing up.
Hello, Willie? Willie there? Willie who? Do it. Willie who? Do it. Willie, do it. Willie, do it. No. Thank you.
The Howard Stern Show.
Do you have the time to listen to me? About nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just up?
All right, the My Generation game tonight on the E! Show. Don't miss tonight's highly competitive episode when Baba Booey and Stuttering John go head-to-head with me and Dee Snyder in a battle of generation-based trivia.
I don't think you even understood the game.
I didn't. I get my ass kicked. Plus a bonus E! Show visual. Our own Vanna White, played by Amanda from Scores, tonight on the Great E! Show. Oh, she was really good-looking. Remember her?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, here's a cool story. So this is something I remembered from when I was like a teenager. This guy was the biggest weatherman in New York. When I say weatherman, I mean he was the CBS radio network weather guy. He was the news radio CBS, News Radio 88. He was their weather guy. He was the Rambling with Gambling show's weather guy on WOR. He was the weather guy on WNEW, AM and FM. He was on the Connecticut Radio Network broadcasting for over 23 stations.
This is all at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, the guy was huge. His name is Dr. Bob Harris, and I remember somewhere along the line they figured out he wasn't a doctor.
And then what happened? All hell broke loose?
All hell broke loose. And the guy was good. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good morning.
I used to listen to you all the time, man.
Howard, it's a trip. I got to tell you. We got a lot of, I'm just listening to this Common Ground spot. We got a lot of Common Ground background from New York.
And my dad used to go nuts over you.
Who did?
My father.
Your dad, really?
He'd be like, what's wrong with that guy? He's got everything going for him, and he had to lie and say he was a doctor. I never understand people.
You You want to know something? Your father has it right on the nail.
Yeah, he used to tell me that, like, he told me, like, you were, like, this great weatherman who always got the weather right. You did a great job. He goes, why does he have to... My father used to yell at me about you.
Let me tell you.
It drove him nuts.
That's the one come down for me in this whole wonderful story in my career was the fact that I told that lie. I did it to get into the business
right.
CBS because they wouldn't have even interviewed me back in those days. Here I had never done any radio or television. I wanted it so bad I could taste it just like
What were you doing before?
Man, you know, like you wanted to be a jock, you wanted to do this stuff on the air. I could taste this when I was 12 years old.
Yeah, he wanted to be a weatherman.
Yeah, but what was he doing before?
What was I doing? I was a jazz musician. I was a lifeguard. I was working at unloading trucks at a photographic distribution center in Long Island City.
So one day you walked into a television station and told them you were a doctor?
What I did was I called CBS in New York, and I said I wanted to come down and see their weather operation. I had taken loads of math, physics, and weather courses in different colleges, and I really began to know my stuff, Robin.
And you knew how to predict the weather. This guy always knew how to predict weather.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no,
but a lot of other people were there, like, thinking that when this all came down. So I wrote a letter.
Yeah, but it wasn't like you were an ignoramus. I mean, you knew how to technically do it.
Studied.
Yeah, you studied.
He did it on his own, apparently.
I did.
But you never had a doctorate.
I just didn't have the degree, man.
So when you walked in and you told them you had a degree, they gave you the job.
They gave me the gig at CB. I mean, here is the guy who'd never done any broadcasting. They hired me at WCBS News Radio 88 New York, which was one of the most powerful all-news stations in the country at the time.
Right, yeah.
And then CBS Radio Network. I'm talking about people like Dallas Townsend and Richard C. Hotlett. I mean, I'm walking down the halls and seeing Eric Severide there. And
you were making pretty good money, too.
No, I wasn't, Howard. I was on honorarium when they hired me. I was making like $300 or $400 a week when I first started. And that was good money. Don't get me wrong. It's more than I was making ever before.
Right.
But it wasn't the kind of bucks that people think that you make, you know, like $250,000 a year or something. I wasn't near that for a long time.
But eventually you started getting big money.
Eventually I did when I was doing radio and television, and I was working for 4 different companies at the same time. I was employed by Metromedia in New York, which was Kluge's company.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing that. I was with the Connecticut Radio Network. I was with WNEW AM and FM.
So every day when you went to work, were you nervous they were going to find out you weren't a real doctor?
Oh, yeah.
You were?
Yeah. For 11 years. 11 years.
So it lasted 11 years. That's pretty good.
Oh, no, I'm telling you, this guy was the deal. He was the guy.
Years,
he was the New York Times weatherman.
I was the first one they ever hired to do their weather column.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes, Robin.
What happened?
What happened was...
Who blew it for you?
Let me tell you. This is the wildest part of the story.
Yeah, how'd you get busted?
The guy that wanted my job at WCBS in New York was a meteorologist on the radio in Boston. This guy knew somebody who was in the registrar department at Columbia University. I attended Columbia University, but I never got a degree there, and I claimed that I did. I lied. I said I got a Ph.D. at Columbia, and I never did. And that was a terrible mistake on my part. And
so you had no degrees from Columbia?
That is correct. I got a high school degree from Jamaica High School in Queens.
And I'm telling you, everybody thought this guy was a doctor.
Jamaica High School isn't giving out doctorates?
And you know what's so funny? He didn't even call himself like Bob Harris. You know, he was like Dr. Bob Harris.
Yeah.
Well, that they put on me. They were doing that. You know, I mean, people were, because they wanted that kind of, they wanted to get on with it because here is, you know, big shot Dr. Bob Harris forecasting the weather.
Stuttering John has more degrees than Dr. Bob Harris.
Well, let me tell you, this guy writes, they get in touch with the registrar at Columbia. Columbia says, no, we have no record of this. This guy immediately takes it to CBS, who wanted my job. They canned me at CBS.
So it was a big deal here in New York. Yeah. And they fired him.
And this guy got my job.
Yeah. Hey, are you married and stuff?
Yes, I am.
Was your wife like in on the hoax, or she didn't even know?
No, that was my first wife, Howard.
She left you?
That's history. That's toast. That marriage.
And she left you?
Well, yeah. I think, you know, part of the mix was what had happened there.
You mean she thought you were a doctor too?
Yeah.
No. No. She knew.
She knew the whole time?
She knew the truth, but it was an awful time in my life.
She couldn't stand the scandal.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It was a very bad scene.
But she knew, she was in on it? She knew that you weren't a real doctor?
She wasn't in on it, man. She just knew. She never backed it or did any. Matter of fact, she tried to deter me from doing that, and I did this all on my own. But the guilt is mine. And your father is 100% right. I should have, not only should I not have done that, but the thing is, I didn't, in retrospect, I didn't need to do it because after I got caned, the best part of my whole career started.
But you know what was so great about it was? It was like this guy, Dr. Bob Harris. Like, everyone thought he was like a genius and stuff because he's Dr. Bob Harris. What was so great about it was that once he got fired and everything, it turned out, like, my father was like, oh, he's like everyone else. He's a big dummy. You know, it was so great.
Everybody loved it. He wasn't Dr. Bob.
Yeah, it was so great. It was like the greatest thing in the world.
So now what happened? You were totally disgraced?
Yeah, I was. I was. The only thing is, no, wait a minute. Here's the thing. The public continued to back me.
They did.
The public did not jump on me and stomp on me.
Right.
The public wrote thousands of letters to CBS and the New York Times saying, hey, look, the guy admitted it. He screwed up. You don't have to fire him. We still think he can forecast the weather as good or better than anyone else.
He was the Milli Vanilli of weather.
And what happened is Channel 11, WPIX television, came at me to offer me a job. Channel 5, which was WNEW television at that time, came and asked me to become their weekend weatherman.
That's true.
The Major League Baseball people, Bowie Kuhn, who was the commissioner of baseball at that time, said, Bob, we want you to stay on and continue doing all of our
So you're still doing weather, right?
For the World Series.
You're still doing weather, right?
I'm still doing it, man. I'm still doing work and consulting and voiceover stuff down here. I'm sort of like half in retirement.
Yeah, where are you now?
I'm in Jupiter, Florida.
How old a guy are you?
I am 58.
Really? And you're in semi-retirement?
Early. Yes, I did. I split. After I won the Emmy in New York, Howard.
Oh, he won an Emmy?
Yeah, it was
I won the Emmy.
It was a goof.
I won the Emmy against Al Roker, Frank Field, and all the other guys up there.
He's the man. I'm telling you, he can really predict the weather. You don't need. Listen, you don't need a degree.
Who was the guy who turned you in?
You know what? I know who it is.
You don't want to say.
It was a guy up. I don't want to put him down now.
Oh, come on.
I'm not going to make marbles out of shooting anyone else. I shot myself in the foot by.
The guy's name is Matt Lauer.
The only thing is that I want to say thank you to somebody that was there for me, Howard, when the chips were down, and a guy's name is Mel Karmazin. You may have heard of him.
Yes.
Mel was the man.
What did he do?
He hired me when everybody was firing me. Mel Karmazin was the general manager of WNEW AM in New York before he got into Infinity and before he became the kingpin of CBS.
Yep, I'll tell you.
That man hired me when I was getting creamed, and he stood by me, and the ratings on the Ted Brown show on WNEW went up 3 points.
Hey, Bob, can I tell you something?
NBC.
You're not going to believe this. Our boss has the same name as yours, Mel Karmazin. I wonder if it's the same guy.
Yes, I wonder if it is, man. Of course it is.
All right, so he was willing to hire you.
And I followed him, all I want to do is be able to say thank you even now to him. I thanked him along the way, but I'm thrilled for the fact that he's doing what he's doing for CBS now.
Yeah, and then, by the way, he gave me a job when nobody wanted to.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's right.
You see?
He hires a lot of losers.
That's a stand-up kind of guy, Howard.
That sure is.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a crazy story, man, and I'm loving life, and I'm still doing...
You don't call yourself Dr. Bob anymore.
Why is everybody else loving life?
No, I'm not.
They're not doing anything. They don't work.
Did you have to go to a psychiatrist after this big incident to help you, get over it?
You know what I had to go to a shrink for? I had to go to a shrink for to deal with my wife leaving me.
Yeah, because that's kind of hard. You mean once your wife saw that you weren't a doctor anymore and the whole world found out, she dumped you?
Well, I think...
Tell the truth.
How long did she stay?
Yeah, like once
how hot did it get?
Yeah, once it got bad, how long did she stay?
She actually stayed a couple of years at least.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were married a long time in that first marriage, 22 years. But now I've got a wonderful wife and been married for 14 years. Well, no, been married 7 years, but I've been with this gal for 14 years. And
young Chippy?
I'm sorry?
Young Chippy?
I can't hear you.
Is she a young Chippy?
No, she's not a young chip. She's a chipper, man. She's heavy, but she's wonderful, but she's like my age.
Oh, too bad.
And terrific. Used to work for Mayor Koch in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had a young broad with you. Then I would have really been jealous.
She's young everywhere except numbers, man.
All right, Bob Harris, everybody. Thank you, man.
Hey, good to talk to both of you.
Good talking to you, too.
Okay.
All right, there he is, Weatherman Bob Harris. Used to be known as Dr. Bob Harris.
What a wild story.
Isn't that great?
I like that.
Oh, he got popped, man. It was big news.
But 11 years he carried on the ruse.
Yep. Wow. He also cured a couple of people of appendicitis he had.
That's a good one.
Yeah, isn't that great? Did you love that?
11 years of worrying about...
That's a good one.
Man.
Yes.
See, he only wanted to tell him he was a doctor. He didn't want to become Dr. Bob.
Go ahead, Omar.
Hello?
Yep. Yeah, they started calling him Dr.
Yeah,
Bob.
and that's what got him.
Yeah, made him nuts. Omar, what is it?
Hello, is this Howard?
Yep.
Hi, this is Omar. I was just wondering if you knew about the new DVD.
What?
The new DVD.
Do you know about the new DVD? What is that?
It's called DivX. You will buy a disc for $5. You could play it for 48 hours, and you can either throw it away or put it on your shelf. And each time you want to watch it, you put it in the machine, and it will call up through a modem.
You hear noise?
Yeah, what is that?
What is that?
Sounds like somebody's
I turned
landing.
my machine off.
What machine is that?
It's that instant replay. They supposedly fixed it.
Man, is that making noise? I hung up on that guy. I don't know what he's talking about.
Some kind of new DVD, but I wasn't really getting the gist of it.
Yeah. Yeager, go ahead.
Good morning, Howard. Good morning, Robin. I just have 2 quick questions. First of all, if you were going to do a movie with Bruce Willis or Arnold, or would you play number 2 man in any other films?
What? Excuse me, what? No. I mean, yes, of course. Would I play a supporting role in a movie? Yeah, I would. Sure.
Either of those guys, you would play number 2 man?
Sure, why not?
Okay. The second question is, I've completed a manuscript about my life. I was like one of those throwaway babies that you hear about on the news.
What did he say?
A throwaway baby? Somebody put you in the trash or something?
Yeah, when I was a kid. I was born, I guess, in the trash can. I hate to say that. But anyway, I've written a novel about that. And I know when you were working with private parts and trying to get an agent, how did you go about doing it?
I didn't try to get an agent.
They approached him.
Yeah. I wrote a book, and they bought the book for Hollywood. Really? Yeah.
Because...
Yeager, it's one thing if I'm born in a garbage pail, but you're Yeager. You know, people believe you were born in a garbage pail.
Now, what happened? Did you ever find your real parents, or did you get adopted or something?
His real parents are Bill and Hillary Clinton.
No, I was...
Imagine your parents dump you in a garbage pail. You think you really want to meet them?
I don't think so, but, you know, people are wacky.
I was
There must have been a good reason to throw me in a garbage pail.
Well, listen to this guy. It barely makes sense.
I was found in the trash can by a wino.
Oh, really?
And he turned me into... he took me from the trash can and turned me into the emergency room at the local hospital. I won't say what state, though. But, in a local hospital. And I was raised up with the state welfare department until I was 18 years old. And I was in 17 foster homes, the whole spiel. And
I don't want to buy your movie, Rice.
Sounds like a depressing movie.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of movie is that? What are you going to call the movie? Loser?
No.
Fred the Elephant Boy, it's true about the car accident. He says it's true. He got into a freak car accident with Vinnie the Retard from our show.
Yeah, hi, Howard.
Hi.
Yeah, it's true. When somebody hit me, I hit Vinnie.
Oh, really? It was a chain reaction.
Fred the freakiest thing, what are the odds of Fred the Elephant Boy driving his car and hitting Vinnie the Retard?
Somebody else who does the show.
Yeah.
I want the guy who hit me is another somebody from the show. That be amazing, but what Vinnie told you is true.
Now, is it true when you were driving, a man was giving you oral sex?
No, not like that. Not cut out.
All right, Fred, come up and see us sometime.
You got it, Howard. Take care. Hi, everybody.
Fred the Elephant Boy.
Hi, the couples.
Oh, please, don't go through that. Yeah, Ron, go ahead.
Yeah, I was when I was a Cub Scout. I was camping out, and we came back from a hike, and one of the boys in the hike rips down his pants, yells out, "Tick!" And it ends up he has a tick on the backside of his balls.
What?
And no one there really knows how to get it off. So somebody suggests they burn it off with a cigarette.
That's right.
And they burned this kid for about 5 minutes, and that tick never fell off. So finally somebody that knows something about it comes up, puts nail polish on it, and the thing falls off in about 2 seconds.
No kidding.
Yeah, I heard that one, too.
It was wild. The kid was screaming. They were torturing him.
Yeah, we've learned about ticks today. We learned about Viagra. We learned about all kind of stuff. It's an interesting show, isn't it?
It's a great show.
Yeah.
Love you, Howard.
I've never put a cigarette out on a man's testicles before, but there's always a first time.
Oh, my.
Imagine that. The guy couldn't open up about the nail polish first. He has to first put a cigarette on the guy's balls. Imagine that.
I want to see if that works first.
I'd be so paid. Hey, dude, couldn't you have said something about the nail polish a little bit sooner? That would be Fred. Fred would watch me get my testicles burned with a cigarette, and they go, I once heard that nail polish works.
I can actually tell you how to do it, so you'd be forewarned.
Oh, really?
Vaseline.
Vaseline is the best way?
Put Vaseline on.
Suffocate him?
On a tick?
Yep.
And how do you get it out?
And then it kind of dies, and then you pull it out with tweezers. But you got to make sure you get the head.
So you would put a tweezer on my testicles, Fred, and pull it out?
Yes.
No.
First Vaseline.
First Vaseline.
You know, Fred, what I would do to make it easy for you is I would bend over on all fours so you could get better access to my testicles.
And we might need wine.
Dim the lights.
That's romantic music.
All right, you know what we're going to do, Robin? I say it's news time.
Okay, well, before you go, do you know how many times you will...
No.
I don't even know how to put this.
Ejaculate?
Yes. You
How
can
did I
say
know
that?
Yeah. Do I know how many
in
times?
In a lifetime? The average number of times a man will ejaculate.
Let me
in
guess.
his lifetime.
I know it's not enough. Well, let's see. The average lifetime of a man is about 70 years old, they say now.
Yes.
And I'd say the average man ejaculates, let's say, on an average of 3 to 4 times a week, 3 times a week. And there's 300.
You already
wait. I'm woozy. I swear I'm woozy. I'm going to say 25,000.
7,200.
That's all?
That's the average.
Oh. I'm up to 25,000 already.
He will ejaculate from pleasuring himself.
4,000.
2,000.
Yeah. Oh, I'm way over. I am so way over that.
What is the total capacity that you will make in a lifetime?
How many quarts?
Yeah.
You want it in quarts or gallons?
Gallons.
I'm going to say 17 gallons.
14.
Wow. I could fill a silo. Right?
What is the largest natural penis size ever recorded?
14 inches.
No, it says here it's 11 inches. And the smallest?
0. 0 inches.
5/8 of an inch.
I have that. That's what I am.
Stop it.
I'm 5/8 of an inch.
What is the time of day and season that a man is most aroused?
It's got to be summertime that a man is most aroused, because that's when the hot weather is here and you're outdoors a lot, you're more athletic. I'm going to say summertime.
I say the fall.
Spring.
You've got almost every one. And what time of day?
What is it? Summertime?
I'm going to tell you.
I'm going to say morning. I'm always aroused in the morning.
Okay, the most arousing time is early in the morning. The season is fall.
Fall. That's what I said. That's what I was going to say.
Percent of men who say they masturbate.
Well, I know the answer is 100%, but the ones who say
it.
Say 30%.
They say 60%.
All right. I bet your women is a lower number.
Percent of men who say they do it at least once a day.
15%.
54.
Ooh. Wow.
Percent of men who feel guilty about it.
Even I don't do it once a day. You feel guilty about it? I don't feel guilty about it. I would say 10%.
41% feel guilty.
They feel guilty about masturbating? What are they guilty about?
Well, Gary even said that.
Gary feels guilty?
Well,
why?
He doesn't. He says he'll never do it again.
He's making that up. I never feel guilty.
Oh, crap. I did it again.
Uh-oh. Fred is wrong again.
I snuck up on
I am never wrong.
What did he say, Fred?
I thought he said something like that. He always feels bad. He'll never do it again. That sounds like guilt.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what Fred's talking about, as usual. I have no guilt about it.
Why attack me, Gary?
Because you're saying I said it. And I didn't.
Yeah, but it's like, it's like I say a little thing and you come at me with a sledgehammer. What's
Fred, I'm just saying I didn't say it. Not a sledgehammer.
Okay, but who can ever understand what Fred says?
Well, that goes without saying.
Yeah, that's an accurate statement, Gary.
Hey, don't pick on me. Everybody thinks that.
Oh, everybody thinks that. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
That's accurate, too.
Fight your own battle, Gary.
The average number of times you'll get aroused per day?
7.
11. The average number of arousals during the night?
3.
9.
Oof. How do they know that?
I guess they tested people.
What a job. Who's in charge of that study? Dr. Bob Harris?
And the amount of time needed for a man to be ready to go again.
Minimum or maximum time?
Minimum and maximum.
Okay, minimum time a man needs to be ready to go again? 20 minutes.
They say it could be anywhere from 2 minutes to 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Wait,
that's Gary's problem.
Bring out the Viagra. Hey, doesn't Gary have that problem? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Right. Didn't he say that?
Yeah.
He's embarrassed about it, too.
I never said it.
I never said it.
What is it, Laura?
I just wanted to say, don't get a lab. Out of all dogs to get, don't get a lab.
A black lab, so beautiful.
Yeah, they're beautiful dogs, but they don't calm down till they're about 3 or 4 years old. Even if they have papers and a real good bloodline, it's like training a poodle. They're annoying. They never calm down. They're
dumb.
The yard. Just everything goes bad with a lab. I've had to train like 3 of them since I've been working at this place, and it's taken me like forever just to get them to sit down and be calm and everything.
A lot like Fred. Thank you.
I never said that.
Don't attack him with a sledgehammer.
What are the calories, Howard? Do you know?
In semen? One, you mean one ejaculation?
I would say a teaspoon. Do you know what the amount is in an ejaculation?
I'll say about a teaspoon.
10 cc.
I think it's something like 1 to 2 teaspoons.
Yeah. I know I'm like a tablespoon.
And what's the calorie count?
70 calories a teaspoon.
7 per teaspoon.
7. Oh, so it's good for you.
Average length?
Of penis? 5 inches.
At rest.
Oh. 5/8 of an inch? I'll say 2 to 3 inches.
Says 3.5 is average.
Really?
And
below
you were pretty on target with the aroused state. It says 5.1.
Yeah, that's my size.
Interesting
really, man.
Penis information.
Yeah, what's your story?
Somebody just faxed it to me. I have no idea if it's true.
Oh, I thought you collected this yourself.
I thought that was your research over the weekend. You're filling up teaspoons. All right, hold still, sir. I need this information for the show.
Let me level off the teaspoon.
Well, all right, we'll come back with more news right after this.
Hi, this is Meredith Brooks. Just letting you know that even though I have a Grammy-nominated song, I'm never too big to help out Howard Stern.
You don't want to say the end part?
No, because I don't say
Well, we'll beep it. We'll beep it. It's not like we can hear that. So it's
No, I don't like that part.
We wrote it?
I like what I said.
What did you say?
I liked what I said. I'm never too big to help out Howard Stern. I think that's good.
The Howard Stern Show.
What is this? Metrex is offering $5,000 to the person who finds Miss Metrex 1998.
Where is she? Is she lost?
Tara will be featured in a Playboy magazine event. Who's Tara? What is this?
Miss Metrex, I guess.
Visit the Metrex website, www.metrex.com, MET-RX.com, and see Tara. Oh, Tara, the girl who was in here.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to go on there right now.
Oh, you got to find her on the website?
Yeah.
What, is it like a Where's Elmo kind of thing?
No.
Where's Waldo?
You go on there, you see the current Miss Metrex, and then you get $5,000 if you find the next Miss Metrex, and the Miss Metrex gets like $70,000.
Oh, wait a minute. So you got to like be a talent searcher.
Right. What a great way to meet a chick. I'm going on right now. Metrex.com.
I don't understand. I mean, you got to bring this woman to Metrex, and if they select her.
Yeah, if you're her sponsor, you know. If you say, hey, I met this broad and she's real good, you get $5,000. She gets $75,000 plus a 1999 Porsche. What is this called? Boxster?
Yeah.
Is that good, Fred?
Very nice car. Very good.
That's what Tom has.
Yep.
And she'll be signed with Metrex. Tom has one?
Yes.
Oh.
Tom
How could it be good?
Age crazy.
Oh, he did? When did he get that?
I guess they delivered it about 2-3 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
It's silver.
I love it.
Check it out this weekend.
I love my car. I drive with the top down.
I'm on the Metrex site right now.
Yeah, you see Tara?
No. I don't. I really don't. Where is she? Where is she?
I don't know, Howard.
Oh, Miss Metrex. Here we go. I'm going to go right here. Let's take a look at that. For the... Ooh. Where is she?
It's a guy.
That's a guy I'm looking at.
It's Miss Metric.
Oh, here she is. There she is. Where's her boobies? All I see is... Ooh, is she hot? Isn't she nice, Jackie?
Ah. Look at that. Oh. Nothing wrong with that. Oh.
Nothing. Maybe if I click on her, something will happen.
Maybe her clothes comes off.
Oh, here she is. Oh, is she hot? Look at that, huh?
What's your favorite
color?
color?
Yeah. Oh, it's everything you want to know about her. Where's the
really?
Ooh, look at her.
What's her sign?
She's gorgeous. Jackie, put your hand in my lap.
No. Is that her? Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
That's her right there.
No, is that her muscle?
Yeah. All right.
Click there.
Click what, on her vagina?
Yeah.
All right. Nothing happens.
Does her top come off?
No. All right. Thank you, Metrex.
Let's see. Hello, Bruce. Are you there?
Hello?
Thank you for your patience.
Hi, Doctor.
Appreciate your call. What would you like to chat about tonight?
Well, I'm kind of having some problems with my love life.
All right.
I caught my boyfriend cheating on me, and I really don't know what to do.
Well, what would be the difference between your boyfriend and your girlfriend? If they cheat on you, they cheat on you. They don't seem to want to be with you.
Yeah.
The best thing to do with this, of course, is to turn him loose.
You know what? I think he's listening on the other line.
Oh, well?
Hello, Jackie, you there? I just want to apologize. You know what? It's a little late for your apologies, Jackie. I mean,
well, I tell you what. If you want to talk to him...
Can you tell him, please?
I'll never do anything like that again, and I love you, and I'm very sorry. And I'm very sincere, but please don't make this. Don't create this.
Now, Bruce, if you're listening on the air still, we had to kind of cut off the thing because if you and he want to get into a discussion, it's fine. But a good relationship, whether it be a male and female or female and female, male and male, it's not the issue here. The issue is, what are we going to do with our lives? What are we going to do? What kind of understanding are we going to develop?
Yeah, baby. Come on. 1, 2. Testing. Yeah, rock and roll, baby. Check out the E-Show tonight for the big game show. Me and Dee Snyder versus Gary and Stuttering John on the My Generation game. And also check out the Scores Girl, our own version of Vanna White, played by Amanda from Scores, tonight on the great and mighty E-Show. She's really hot. Robin, what's in the news?
Well, there are a couple of weird things happening, Howard, happening over the weekend. You know, there are a lot of buildings falling down in Manhattan. Mostly it's facades. You know, the fronts of the buildings have been tumbling down. But over the weekend, there was another building collapse here in Manhattan. And this time, a woman was trapped. She was sitting on the stool in the bathroom.
Stool?
When the floor collapsed.
You're kidding. I mean, she was taking a duty, and then the floor collapsed?
What she was doing in there, but that's the worst time to have the floor collapse on you.
Imagine, like, you move your bowels and the floor collapses, and you think it's your fault?
That's right.
That's bad gas.
Yeah. Maybe she caused it.
Yeah, she was in there for a while. They finally got her out. Apparently, they were trying to make repairs to the building, but it was a very old facility down in the village somewhere. And the rain, especially yesterday, coming in and eroding the concrete that holds the building together, finally got it. And the bathroom collapsed.
Wow. Jackie once let out a big movement.
Can you imagine you fall into somebody else's apartment?
She was on the bowl and she fell into the next apartment? That's funny. That is funny.
I know.
And when they found her, was she full of her own excrement?
Oh.
Was she covered in excrement?
They didn't give any details as to exactly how she was, what condition she was in.
Wow.
But they had to evacuate the building, and a number of people were
evacuate.
In
more ways than one.
Hey, that's embarrassing. Ray Romano found it.
Yeah. You know, what's up, Raymond?
Everybody loves Raymond.
Everybody loves Raymond. Who was the guy who founded a comic, right?
Richard Jennings.
Richard Jennings.
No, not Ray Romano.
Not Ray Romano.
No.
Also in the news, there was, you know how they have all this spy equipment now? You can go to some of these shops and just
I
buy
have it.
A lot of people, you know, do it to watch their nannies and stuff like that. But a guy in Queens was using these little cameras to spy on the woman who lived below him or above him? Above him.
Yeah, so what?
What do you mean, so what?
Spy on people making a duty. Oh, yeah? He had a woman living above him, and he had spy equipment?
He must have been obsessed with her or something. So he even told the landlord that he wanted to move into a smaller apartment at the same rent he was paying for a larger apartment, just so he could be in the apartment beneath hers.
Oh, man.
So they found like 12 quarter-inch holes in his ceiling, allegedly used to take explicit photos of his upstairs neighbor. He's a Japanese guy, and she's also Japanese.
Yeah, beautiful. Japanese guys love to take pictures. Isn't that terrible? You find out your neighbor's like spying on you.
Expensive miniature cameras, surveillance equipment, and numerous candid camera-type photos and videotapes of nude women. So this guy was so obsessed he was moving around the building to be near this woman.
Me so horny.
He has now been arrested. The woman sort of noticed something sticking out of her floor or something, and that's when she
penis.
Me so horny.
Me penis.
So horny.
Over a period of months, he photographed her walking around in the apartment naked or scantily dressed.
Guys are so horny, man.
On 2 occasions earlier this month, the victim noticed small holes in different areas of her floor, which had pencil-like devices sticking through them.
You touching me.
When she approached them, the devices were suddenly retracted.
Honey, imagine you saw that in your apartment.
I know, that would really freak you out.
Me look you. Me look at you.
She called the cops. They obtained a search warrant of the apartment below.
Me touch you.
When this guy was discovered.
Crick. Me crick picture you.
Cockroach. You know me, he cockroach.
It's amazing.
Married guy?
No, I guess he was a single guy.
You spread regs. I take picture.
Give me money, sir.
The superintendent said he was very surprised because the guy seemed like a quiet guy. Had no problem with him.
Of course he's quiet. Because he's taking pictures.
You can't talk when you take picture.
Me sit in an apartment and take picture.
Oh, man.
Just amazing. I guess, there's a guy who can't wait to get home.
Yeah.
He's got to work his cameras.
Me like Chinese broad. That's like you go on the internet now and you can go on websites where girls keep a camera in their bedroom.
Well, at least they've decided to put it there.
Who knows?
What do you mean, who knows?
Who knows?
Oh, that'd be funny, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But these chicks, they just keep the camera in their bedroom. Sometimes you sit there for hours waiting for them to come home.
They don't do anything. You can watch them sleeping or something.
Yeah.
Or reading a book.
But then when they get dressed for work, it's fun.
You actually go on these sites?
Yeah, I've been on 2 of them. It's good.
What a shame, what a shame.
Me watch.
Oh. Wow. We talked about this earlier this weekend. Another tragedy at a high school, or at a high school function anyway. There was a prom in Edinburgh, Pennsylvania.
You know how annoying it is to spy on a chick, though? I mean, because, most of the time you're spying, she's not doing anything good.
Right.
So, you just wait and wait, and then finally she takes her clothes off.
Life is really boring when you watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have her phone number so you can call her up and say, hey, step it up a little bit.
Yeah, right. Hurry up. Hey, isn't it time for you to go to bed?
Or call me when you're ready to take your shower. I don't have to wait.
Real quick, here's a guy who just had a menage a trois with his girlfriend and her mother.
Oh, no.
That's right. This is Jay. Jay, go ahead.
Howard, what's up, kid?
How'd that happen?
What?
Nah, you're too graphic.
Too graphic?
All right, you're with you. Here we go. Forget it. Maybe I should skip this.
No, don't skip it. I need your advice, man.
All right. He's with his girlfriend. Your girlfriend hot?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm 23 years old.
All right. He's with his girlfriend. She started to perform oral sex.
Correct.
And
where was the mother?
She was upstairs.
Okay.
Go ahead. Is the mother hot?
She is.
Really?
Yeah.
How old's the mother?
About 43, 44.
I could see that.
And she came down the stairs, and I noticed it, and I kind of went to, buckle up real quick, and she started unbuttoning her blouse.
The mother?
The mother.
And what'd the daughter say?
The daughter didn't say a peep.
How long you been going out with this girl?
About 3 months, and I really like her, and now this has happened.
So what did the mother do? The mother took her bra off?
Unbuttoned her blouse, and she came over and kneeled right next to her on the couch.
And they both did you?
Absolutely.
They both?
Too.
Whoa.
It was mind-boggling. I just don't, I like this girl. I don't know what to do.
And the mom got naked and then had intercourse with you?
Correct.
While the daughter watched?
Excuse me?
While the daughter watched?
They both did it. They were both
touch each other. They just...
No, they didn't, but they were real close, you know, and it was kind of freaky, but it was mind-boggling. I don't know what to do, because this is...
Well, then what's to do, man? Go back for more.
Yeah, it sounds like they've done this before.
I know, but you don't understand. It's freaky.
I mean, I wouldn't marry some bitch like this who's, you know, she's obviously got psychological problems.
Wait a minute. You're always saying you want wild time.
I want that. but I wouldn't marry it.
No, see, that's the thing, is I've never been in love before, and I thought I loved this girl.
No, you don't love her.
How come?
Because she's sick.
I don't know.
She's a super freak.
You can't love a sick girl.
You can't love a woman who's this freaky. Then what do you marry her? Then you have kids, and then she's going to be doing all your friends, all the kids' friends.
So what do you think I should do?
Here's what you do. I'd go over there for the next 5 years and bang her and the mother.
5 years.
Yeah.
If that's your advice. I mean, I like this girl a lot. I just don't want to let her slip, you know.
So what's your problem? I don't understand.
He doesn't want to let her slip. He doesn't want to lose her.
You know, I mean, this is the first
Here's what you do.
I've really liked in a long time.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do.
Yeah.
You call her up today.
Yeah.
And say, hey, because you probably haven't even spoken to her. After it happened, what'd you do? You went home?
Well, her mother went back upstairs, and we hung out on the couch for a little while, and I was kind of like just sitting there, you know, I felt like I was high as a kite, just, you know what I'm saying?
Right, so then you went home?
And then I went home.
And now you're feeling awkward about it.
I haven't told it to Howard. You're the first one I've told.
All right, so listen to me.
Yeah.
Call her up right after you speak to me.
Yeah.
We ought to call her.
Send her flowers and send the mother flowers.
Oh, no way.
No, listen to me.
Yeah.
And call her up and say, listen, I dig you. I want to see you some more. I don't care if we're ever with your mother again. I mean, that was kind of freaky and everything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if that's important to you, we can do that, too. I don't care.
See, I don't know. It was great, and it was unbelievable, but I don't know if I'd want that to happen again.
Why not?
Because it's just not right.
Hang it.
Is it?
What, are you crazy? He's not just right. That's about as right as it can get.
No, I mean, I'm telling you. I mean, I visualize. I'm like any other kid. I visualize that stuff, but when it happened, I was like...
Listen, wow. The mom is hot?
Yeah, she's hot.
And your girlfriend's hot?
They're both hot.
And there's nothing dirtier or sexier than that?
No, I
bet you if you applied a little pressure, you'd get them both doing stuff to each other.
What would you do if Allison's mother did that?
I'm not attracted to Allison's mother.
But what if it happened? What would you have done?
If she was hot?
Yeah.
She wasn't like her mother's like in her 70s or something.
Yeah, but I mean, when you first met Allison was...
25 years ago.
All right, okay, whatever. Let's say her mom was hot.
Yeah.
I'd keep going back for more.
But you wouldn't have married Allison.
No, because too many psychological problems.
Yeah, see, I already think that...
Do me a favor. Let me drill a hole in the wall and let me take pictures. And I'll tell you what, if you can't handle this, dude... Introduce me to the mother-daughter thing. I'll handle it just fine.
I tell you what, it's unbelievable.
Dude, you're looking at it all wrong. You don't have to get married. Go for the ride.
Yeah.
I always like guys like they always go, I was too freaked out. I never went back again.
Listen to who's talking.
Wow.
You turn down every opportunity you've got.
These are white broads?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Here we go with the white broads.
Does her mother...
I'll trade them both for Robin.
Does the mother have any sisters?
No, she doesn't.
Get the whole family in there.
Is there a husband involved?
Divorced.
Too bad. What about the grandmother?
That'd be great.
Can you imagine 3 generations?
Oh, man.
Wow. Dude, I'm so horny, I'd let the mailman join in. Dude, I dream of this.
Yeah, hey.
Let me tell you something. I wouldn't give that up easily. And I'm telling you, send them both flowers.
Send them both flowers.
Yep.
And go back over there tonight with a couple blockbuster movies.
Go over tonight and tell the girlfriend, hey, I'm digging you. Let's go out. In fact, take the girlfriend out tonight. Take her to a movie.
Yeah.
Don't even go over there looking for the mother and the daughter again.
Don't do it?
No, listen to me.
Yeah.
Take the girl out, the daughter.
Right.
Take her out to dinner, and then go home with her. Right. Make her know that you're really into her. Because the daughter's the connection. As long as you got the daughter, you're going to get the mom, too.
How do you know the mom doesn't want him for herself?
No, the daughter's the connection. Trust me.
I haven't spoken with the daughter yet about it.
Just tell her you're into her more than ever. You think you always dug her, whether the mother's involved or not.
Okay.
The daughter's the key.
All right.
She's the one who opens the door to the mother.
Okay.
You understand?
I understand.
We'll see you on Jerry Springer or Ricky Lake shortly.
Oh, see, that's the thing. I never thought I'd be anything like that. But
dude, you don't have to be on those shows. You're real. They're not. You can be on my first CBS show. Bring them both in.
What, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll leave you my number.
All right, hold on.
All right.
He's not that broke up.
What else is in the news, Robin?
Well, there was another shooting at a school event this past weekend in Edinburgh, Pennsylvania. A 14-year-old walked into a school dance and blew away his teacher. Then walked into the party and fired a few more shots, wounding another teacher and 2 other students. At this hour, students at the James W. Parker Middle School are honoring their murdered teacher. Students are taking part in a prayer service for John Gillette, who was allegedly killed by this 14-year-old at a dance for 8th graders. Classes will start 2 hours late. Pupils plan to wear white ribbons and gather around a flagpole this morning to remember Gillette. 14-year-old Andrew Wurst has been charged in the killing. Wurst allegedly shot Gillette in the head and back and then opened fire on the crowded banquet room.
Knock Wurst.
Friends say they jokingly nicknamed Wurst Satan about 5 months ago.
Nice name.
Because he was a fan of rocker Marilyn Manson and his dark music. They also say that the boy had been going around school telling people he wanted to kill people and that he was going to make this weekend's dance memorable. But nobody took him seriously.
How do all these kids get guns?
They think, probably belong to the parents. Here is priest John Jekyll, who is the parish priest for this Gillette guy. Here he is remembering the teacher.
John was always at Mass on Sundays and even sometimes on weekdays. A man that was always known to be very, fine individual. Especially the students looked up to him a great deal.
Why did the kid pick this teacher? Did he have a hassle with him?
The teacher organized the party, but they really don't know his motives.
Yeah.
Teresa Walter is the McLean School District superintendent, and she answers the question, how will they cope with the students' questions about this whole issue and all of their emotional needs?
What questions? These kids are such BS artists.
What kids?
How are they going to cope with all the questions? There's no questions. So some kid went nutty. I would tell these kids.
They will have emotional needs, won't they?
No.
How are they going to cope with them?
They'll cope with them.
Tomorrow may well be the absolutely most difficult days of their career.
Don't treat these kids like babies.
None of us in teacher preparation, or I might add superintendent preparation, are ready for anything like this. Nobody has prepared us.
Let me prepare them. I get the kids in the room and go, listen, some kid didn't like science and he blew his teacher away. Now get back to class and stop all the nonsense. I told you not to be stupid.
Thank you for the erroneous misinformation, Mr. Stern.
Yeah, whatever. Most of these kids are thinking, you know what, we could finagle a few days off school. We'll all say we have emotional problems from this. Right. I know what kids think.
They should watch Heathers.
Yeah, exactly.
In school. It's all about kids getting blown away in the classroom.
They should watch Freddy Krueger. Kids die all the time.
There was a big dinner for Washington reporters over the weekend, and it's always attended by the president. And this year, it was also attended by one of the president's greatest nemesis, Paula Jones. Nobody knows exactly why. Paula Jones, who claims that she couldn't even look at the president. She was so traumatized by her adventure with him in a hotel room that she would decide to go to a dinner party with him, but that she did.
Because all she wants to do is be famous and get money.
She wore a beaded gown. Did you see the pictures of her?
She's got arms thicker than my grandmother.
And they said she had a good time. She was booed, however, on the way into the ballroom. And she seemed a little bit ruffled by that reaction. There was no opportunity for her to be anywhere near the president. He was up on the dais. She was sitting at a table in the back. And when Hail to the Chief was played, she rose from her seat and continued to quietly chew her gum.
Why would she go to this?
Did not applaud when the president walked in.
Who brought her to this? Some newspaper?
Some conservative magazine. And G. Gordon Liddy was sitting at the table with her.
Some guy was saying it was the Moonies that brought her there. Is that correct? Maybe I misheard that.
I don't know if the Moonies own this particular publication. I was not aware. But anyway, she was there. The president was there. Hillary Clinton was there after 5 hours of...
What was G. Gordon doing there?
I guess he's considered a Washington reporter.
Oh.
Probably invited by the same organization.
Oh, I see.
Hillary Clinton was questioned for something like 5 hours by Kenneth Starr's prosecutors again at the White House on Saturday before this dinner. She had to be interviewed on videotape. It'll be shown to a grand jury in Arkansas, I guess sometime this week. However, one of the people in the Senate, Orrin Hatch, says he doubts if Hillary Clinton will be indicted as a result of all of these questions and investigations. And I guess that grand jury will be wrapping up soon. Meanwhile, President Clinton and Hillary did go to this party, and President Clinton is obliged to make some jokes. So here he is at the Correspondents' Dinner. He made a veiled reference to coverage of the Monica Lewinsky case.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Let's hear this. She was under the dais, you know.
I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage this year. I've been so busy I haven't read a newspaper or a magazine or even watched the evening news since the Pope went to Cuba.
I guess he says that because it was the day after the Pope went to Cuba that the Monica Lewinsky case broke.
Yeah, the Pope got the shaft. He went all the way to Cuba, and they hardly covered it.
No headline.
None.
Here he takes a shot at some of his political opponents.
I met with Senator John Glenn recently to decide who should be the next distinguished member of Congress hurled into the far reaches of the universe. And we have our man. Godspeed, Dick Armey.
I've been so busy, my zipper's closed.
Here he pokes fun at Congress and made a reference to Seinfeld.
All over, TV executives are asking, what can possibly fill the gaping hole on Thursday night once Seinfeld goes off the air? I got it. Congress on C-SPAN. Now, there's a show about nothing.
Well, if there's a gaping hole on Thursday night, I can fill any gaping hole.
And then I'll tonight.
So anyway, the president is back at work. I understand that Ray Romano was the comedian who hosted this whole thing.
That's the one who filmed Nancy's bell moment. I could have done that.
He's getting sort of lukewarm reviews. They say he was very mild. They expected him to really be tart and rip into the president, but he didn't.
Yeah. Well, if they rip into the president, everyone's mad. And if they're not, you know.
And if you don't, they're mad too.
Can't win.
Yeah.
I would have ripped
them
the way home.
It's a no-win situation.
Wait, there's a woman on the phone who's mad.
Why?
Carol, why are you mad? Carol? Oh, she hung up. She was so mad she couldn't stay on the line.
Maybe she'll call back when she calms down.
Mm-hmm.
There was a tragedy in Greensboro, North Carolina. They haven't decided yet if they're going to file charges against the owners of a gun used by a 4-year-old boy. The boy fatally shot a playmate, Carlos Gilmer, on Carlos's 6th birthday. The gun was taken from a purse and included in a game the youths were playing on Saturday. The grandmother of the boy who was killed was upstairs preparing for the party when the two kids were playing downstairs, and I guess only arrived at the scene when she heard the gunshots. In North Carolina, it is illegal to leave guns accessible to children. So now they're wondering if the person who owns the purse from which the gun was taken will be charged.
Wow.
But little Carlos is dead.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and do some more news. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, shock jock Howard Stern may have had his troubles with the Miss America people who did not like seeing their name in the title of his book. But his fans stand by him.
I love you, Howard!
Hundreds of loyal fans mobbed the Barnes & Noble bookstore in Carle Place, Long Island today. They all wanted their hero's personal autograph on his new book. Word is Miss America is selling very well, leaping past Colin Powell's autobiography to top the bestseller list. That is an interesting commentary on our times.
You know what's difficult? Just trying to explain that cover to a 7-year-old daughter.
Balance Bar. You eat those, don't you, Fred?
I love those.
They are really good. Balance Bar. You know what the Balance Bar does? It gets you that 40-30-30 nutrition concept going. A little bit fat, a little bit protein, a little bit carbohydrate, and it's like a full meal in itself. Perfectly balanced meal.
They say every meal should be that same configuration.
It's great. Balanced Nutrition Bar. It's a healthy alternative to candy bars and other junk food snacks. And, man, when you need a good meal, you just eat a Balance bar. You'll love it. Call this number, 1-800-678-4246. I love the peanut. What is that? Honey peanut. Man, is that good. They have like a whole bunch of other flavors, too. Banana, coconut, chocolate cranberry, mocha, toasted crunch, and new almond butter crunch. Balance bar. You can do anything on it. 1-800-678-4246.
You're listening to Vietnam Vet.
I hear you. Howard Stern.
I'm sitting here, my ears are falling off from what I'm hearing.
This is the Howard Stern Show.
What else is in the news, Robin?
Gee, there's so much, Howard. I don't know if I can get to it all.
Oh, no.
A husband and wife pulled guns on each other and shot it out at a church during a marriage counseling session.
Wow.
This happened in Fresno, California.
Maybe it's time to divorce.
Yeah, I think counseling is out of the question at this point. Michael Martin arrived late to the counseling session holding a beer in his hand.
Yes.
In one hand and a gun in the other.
That's right.
They say that the wife started to walk out because he was late, so he shot her.
Right.
She then turned, pulled a gun out of her purse, and shot him in the shoulder.
Wow.
They continued the gun battle outside the church.
Wow.
Bonnie Martin collapsed and was fired on again.
You know, Fred and his wife arm wrestle at counseling? Isn't that true, Fred?
And we draw buck knives.
Yeah.
Martin allegedly hit his wife at least once before he ran out of bullets.
It's fun.
They say it's a good thing he was drinking because it made him a really bad shot.
Brings you closer together, too.
Martin was treated at a hospital and released. Bonnie is in serious condition, or at least she was yesterday. I hope she's doing better.
Must have had a bowl winder.
Yeah. I shot Nancy because she left a big one in the bowl.
There's been this rapist who's been targeting women on the east side of Manhattan for several years, since 1994.
Yeah.
The FBI has come up with a new profile of the guy dubbed the East Side Rapist.
And he looks like one of the New York Knicks.
Police say the man who has attacked at least 17 women is a loser and a loner who thinks of his attacks as dates with the women. He takes a souvenir from every victim.
Let's see, loser and loner.
How many people fit that category?
In New York? I would say there's about 6 million.
The reward for information leading to the arrest of the rapist is up to $23,000.
Is he 7'6"?
New York City police believe the rapist may live or work on the east side.
Cool.
I'm going to take a piece of your clothing.
He probably has a menial job with very little interaction with the public.
Not getting any acting work.
So,
kidding.
How are we supposed to catch him?
Will they find out you were Jewish?
New York City is considering several things to ease the traffic congestion in Manhattan.
They're going to dump a massive amount of KY on the streets.
Among the options being looked at are lowering nighttime tolls for Easy Pass users on the Manhattan bridges and tunnels. Another plan is to charge more for parking during daytime hours of peak traffic. The study is being done by the New York City Planning Department and is expected to be finished next January.
What do they want to do? Have people not come into Manhattan? Is that the idea?
Well, officials say the key problem is double parking on Manhattan streets aggravating the congestion.
Yeah,
so it's a hope that some of these delivery trucks will come in later in the day or at night.
Yeah, you know, a lot of major cities, delivery trucks are only allowed at night.
These guys are usually allowed to park free, and most times they're double parked, which causes incredible congestion.
It really screws things up, too.
I can't get across town to the Friars Club.
Jesus Christ.
What do you do when you go to the Friars Club? Do you take your car over to the Friars?
No, I walk over. It's very close.
How far is the walk?
It's 55th between Park and Madison. So
aren't you mobbed by fans?
Yeah. Well, I wear dark glasses and a hat.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I want to be alone.
Hey, I did my 4 hours on the show. Now leave me alone for some peace and quiet.
You got me.
Do you want to interact with me? Go on my webpage.
My downtime.
An Indonesian court has sentenced a self-proclaimed sorcerer to death for murdering 42 females.
Where's Madonna? I need to talk to her about security.
The girls and women were killed over an 11-year period, apparently to increase the man's magical powers. The victims were believed to be seeking the sorcerer's help to make their husbands or boyfriends faithful.
Yeah.
Police say he lured each one to a sugarcane field near his home, buried her up to her waist, and then strangled her before reburying the body with the head pointing toward his home.
That's how I met Nancy.
One of the man's 3 wives is being tried as well, also facing the death penalty if convicted. The sorcerer and his wife both say they're innocent and that they confessed in their torture by interrogators. Out in California, a detective investigating a suicide has made a grisly discovery. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department says that the detective found the bodies of 4 people inside a house during the investigation into the death of a man who jumped from a freeway overpass. They say the bodies were found last night in Artesia, which is about 30 miles southeast of Los Angeles, and they don't know the ages or the sexes of the victims or whether they're related.
I'm looking for an apartment in Los Angeles. Is there free apartments?
I'm just opened up.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s family isn't sure if it'll be able to attend the funeral of James Earl Ray.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Go honor him.
Son Dexter King says the family has a busy schedule, but he told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution the family is considering the request. The Ray family has decided that they want their loved one who perished in prison to be buried or have his funeral at a black church.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's good.
And Ray's brother Jerry has expressed hope the King family will attend.
Yeah, there's a good idea. Should happen in a black church, the funeral for the guy who killed Martin Luther King. Why don't we take the body on tour to all, like, Harlem and... Yeah, all the black areas, so people can honor him. That's how wacky this country is.
Well, if you...
Because of the race situation, O.J. got off. And because of the wacky situation now, they're gonna black people are going to be honoring James Earl Ray.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to be honoring James Earl Ray. But there's really just... If you keep saying, I didn't do it, people start to believe you.
Yeah. Sirhan is running for senator in Harlem.
The Ocean County teen charged with killing Eddie Warner is scheduled to face arraignment in Toms River today. Sam Manzi will stand trial as an adult. Manzi's lawyers are expected to pursue an insanity defense.
Menzies.
It's Manzi.
I know, but it'd be funny if it was Menzies.
Oh, yeah,
cool.
That'd be period juice.
Authorities say Manzi lured the 11-year-old into his home as Werner sold school-related items door to door in September. Prosecutors say Manzi raped the boy and strangled him before dumping his body in a wooded area.
Menzies.
Manzi's mother later found a snapshot that the 16-year-old took of the dead boy's body.
Oh. Menzies.
Get it?
Titanic has broken a new record, Howard.
Howard was going to make a joke.
No, I'll skip it. Titanic what? Finally fell at the box office?
No. It has passed another milestone. It is the first movie, I think, to ever break $1 billion in ticket sales worldwide. You know, that's all the overseas money.
Don't you think my wife would have been good in the Kate Winslet part?
She could have done that, and she's skinny.
She looks better than ever. She must have made a pact with the devil.
I'm coming in here wearing a
gun.
The blockbuster passed the $1 billion benchmark Saturday, according to estimates released by Fox Studios.
Pact with the devil.
They say they have accomplished not only the unprecedented, but the unthinkable.
Well, there it is. So has he generated $2 billion?
No, it's somewhere in the 600 million mark here and $1 billion worldwide.
Oh, so it's $1.6 billion.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh.
The Big Hit was the #1 movie at the box office this weekend.
Jim Cameron's going to be so rich he could afford all the Viagra he wants.
You think he needs it?
I don't know if he needs it or not, but he could have as much as he wants.
This is what I was talking to you about earlier. Coco the gorilla has a website.
Yeah, but does it have animation?
You can go on the website on America Online, I guess. Maybe it's an America Online service. And you can ask Coco, the lowland gorilla, questions.
And what does he say?
He'll answer your questions.
What is it, animation?
Answer your questions.
Is it animation?
No, it's a real gorilla who talks.
What?
This is the same gorilla who used to make the sign language. I told you they made a Macintosh computer that she can use.
Wow.
And she can click on icons and
Oh,
stuff.
I'd love to go on that. So give me the address. I'll go on it.
It's on America Online.
Do I have that here? Better than Jackie's animation? A gorilla that talks to you?
And they're going to do it tonight.
All right, I'm going to go there. What time?
America Online subscribers will be able to go on the chat line, or, the chat tonight, in the first ever interspecies chat.
I did that.
Baba Booey lost to the ape in checkers. He played him.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
I tied him in tic-tac-toe.
So you'll be able to go in and type your questions to Coco, but they will then be translated in sign language, flashed to Coco by Penny Patterson, the scientist who has been teaching the gorilla to speak since 1972. Patterson will then post Coco's answers online from her Woodside, California lab.
Wow, that's cheating. When I did my chat, I typed myself.
I use my own mitts.
So there you have it. You can actually talk.
Wow, I would do that. Jackie could do it, but he's too busy with his own webpage. He tells me, I love it, because it's very mathematical. I download all my own jokes. I am in control of my own webpage.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, you didn't have to sit here for 20 minutes and listen to it.
Oh, is it perfectly normal conversation?
I love it. I enjoy it. Mathematical.
Tarzan and the Lost
You
City.
started the conversation. I got a T1 line.
I hear you guys in there. I said, is that what guys talk about?
Yeah.
That's what I talk about.
We used to talk about penis size, but that's depressing.
Tarzan and the Lost City. Should be the Last City. The Lost City opened this weekend. It was released without reviews.
Yeah, I heard it was horrible.
Because the reviews turned out to be horrible.
How could you make a bad Tarzan movie?
Here is Casper Van Dien relating an incident with a baby elephant that occurred during the shooting of this movie.
The elephant was turning around, doing some of the lovey-dovey cute stuff that baby elephants do, and I pushed it to go on, and as soon as I touched its head, it went, turns around, faces me.
Does this guy speak in English?
Backs up and charges me, and right away the
who cares?
Goes, hits me right in the stomach. I grab on with that, and I grab
shut up.
and it lifts me 4 feet in the air and pushes me back 4 feet, and then puts me down, starts backing up again, sticking its ears out again, and I'm up on a boulder this time. They came in.
Okay, what else? What else does he say?
Here's an incident which occurred with a chimpanzee during the
Oh, no, more animal stories?
Monkey kisses me, and they're like, oh, let's get a photo shoot of that. It'll be really cute. So I'm holding the Jabbo, the little monkey, and goes up for a kiss, and he goes, bites me on the chin, runs up a tree, and they go, what happened? I go, it bit me. And they go, no, come on, what happened? I'm like, it bit me. And all of a sudden, blood starts coming out, and they're like, tetanus shot. Hey, that'll look great in the next scene because you're in a fight with that, so they just used it.
He's a pretty bright guy.
Yes, he's incredible. I'd love to hear him talk some more.
He spins a hell of a story.
Antonio Sabato Jr. is in The Big Hit, which was #1 at the box office this weekend.
Yeah.
When he was out on the publicity tour, they asked him if he's concerned about being hired just for his looks.
I'm going to take care of myself physically for the rest of my life.
That's beautiful.
To be in front of a camera, you got to look your best. It comes with the territory.
That's right. He's right.
That's
his job, to look good.
To do it. And on top of that, I like to do it for myself because it makes me feel good. So you have
I'd like to go to bed with him.
Guy that takes care of himself physically.
I'm sick of the slobs I go to sleep with.
Is not ashamed of the way he looks because I want to get better as an actor.
He's got good tattoos, Antonio Sabato Jr. That I do know. Yeah, I've studied his tattoos.
I want to get better physically and everything, in every way.
And here's what it was like for him to see his famous Calvin Klein underwear billboard in Times Square.
Yeah.
I could have done that.
I had my mother there because it's always good to have your mother at something like that. But I never thought it was going to be so big, and I never thought it was going to be for 3 years. And has been very good for me. You know, it made me chill out the whole campaign, the whole 3 years. It made me take good projects like this one and not take bad movies and not have my career go downhill instead of just, you know, rising above it, you know, with the help of Calvin Klein. And I didn't see anything wrong with it from the beginning. I always thought it was going to help me out.
He's obviously not the guy who's going to find the cure for cancer. That's for sure.
And will he ever return to television, Howard?
Ooh, I didn't even know he was on television. What was he in?
On Melrose Place at one time?
No. Was he?
Sure he was, I thought.
I didn't know that. I swear I didn't.
I tell you, man, I'm liking a lot the movie making. The way that they spend so much time and devotion into a film rather than television that it's something I always wanted to do. So I hope that I can stay in films for the rest of my career.
Why can't any actor make a sentence?
That was not a sentence.
No.
Not even close.
No.
It was a simple answer.
Films sometimes. I like a film.
I like a film to care.
Well, let's check on Natasha Gregson Wagner. Here she is. She's in the movie Two Girls and a Guy.
Did they find a tick in her vagina? No?
Not to my knowledge, Howard.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, here she is pontificating on sex scenes.
I don't think you need to be naked to do it. Like,
another bright girl.
That's what I think is cool in Two Girls and a Guy. They're not naked.
Oh, that's so cool. So realistic.
And how many times does sex happen so off the cuff quickly like that? You don't have time to take off all your clothes.
Not in your scary world.
You know? And I don't think that it needs to be, like, beautifully lit. Whatever. I mean, I can watch television that's on TV, those kinds of things.
She watches television that's on TV?
For me, I think sex in films should be...
You know, America Online had a choice. They could have had the gorilla on or Natasha Henstridge or whatever her name is, Natasha Wagner. They chose the gorilla. All right, very good. She's very smart.
And finally this morning...
I have to hear one more actress talk about how she didn't have to take her clothes off for the movie. So get over yourself. Take off your goddamn clothes.
Why are you carrying on like this?
Go ahead, Robin.
Don't your daughters want to go into show business?
No.
No?
No.
They're going to act.
They're going to be doctors.
See how much you're yelling, take off your clothes.
They're going to be eye surgeons. They're going to do arcade.
Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. Anyway, Spike Lee's new movie, He Got Game or something like that, is about to open in about a week. It'll be opening
How much you want to bet it sucks?
Here's Denzel Washington, who says even though he's been in a couple of Spike Lee films, the two aren't really close friends.
Don't go see it, ladies and gentlemen.
We're not close friends. I mean,
I'm boycotting Spike Lee.
It's not like we hang out all the time or anything like that. We go to the game sometime, and you know, because I don't live here. But working relationship is cool. It's just relaxed, and you know, it's our third film. We kind of have a shorthand and just go for it.
I met a rabbi yesterday, and he said to me, he's the rabbi for the congregation out there in Dix Hills. He said to me, "Thank you for talking about Spike Lee. What an insult. How dare this man say that the film that won the best documentary won because it was about the Holocaust?" Rabbi was out of his mind, mad about Spike Lee, and he thanked me for what I said. And I told the Rebbitzin...
The Rebbitzin? That's a woman.
No, Rebbitzin is a man.
I thought a Rebbitzin was a woman.
No, a Rebbitzin is a man.
Really?
Where do you get these words that we've never
Be quiet, Jackie. Anti-Semite.
Check on that because I thought Rebbitzin was a woman.
No, a Rebbitzin is a man.
Well, what do you call a woman?
Mrs. Rebbitzin.
A Rebbitza. Go ahead. Anything else, Robin, or are we getting out of here?
One or two more things. Larry King apparently, they say, gets $25,000 per dinner speech.
From who?
I don't know. Anybody who wants to, I guess, invite him to come and speak at their dinner. Ellen DeGeneres' show has been canceled. ABC has shelved 2 original episodes, but they will air sometime this summer or with reruns on cable's Lifetime beginning this fall.
Clear.
So they might not even show her last show. And Tom Snyder has asked to be let out of his contract early.
Yeah, he's been asked. He didn't ask anything. They fired him.
He says he's tired of the daily grind of a daily television show and wants to pursue other career options. So the production company that
I can understand.
the show
I quit Spotlight Cafe.
has agreed
I understand
to
the
let
pressure.
him out of his contract.
Right.
And I'm not through. Al Roker, I saw him this past weekend
Yeah, where?
at a play. What was that, Art?
Did they serve food?
No.
Surprised he was there.
Al was not eating. And I asked him if he had some problem with you, and he said, no.
He's full of it.
He said he hasn't been saying anything bad about you.
Yeah, I'll check into that.
And he said he'd been saying bad things on his website about Geraldo.
Yeah.
But not you.
Really?
No.
I'll look in the archives.
All right, I just wanted to pass that
All
along.
right.
He swears
We'll
he didn't
see.
say anything. He's been voted America's favorite weather reporter in a poll of 1,000 people by the National Science Foundation. And on Tuesday, he'll be Oprah's guest.
All right.
Today, Oprah will be hosting, I think, Jim Carrey, who will tell her that
I'll
in
watch
his
that.
10-month break from movie making, he discovered that relationships are the most important thing.
So he's out banging a lot of chicks.
No, he's back with his ex-wife, isn't
Oh,
he?
please.
But he wouldn't talk about it. So that's what's happening.
Thank you.
Couple wakes up in the morning. I said, I had a dream last night. I had a dream we had a Christmas tree, and it was decorated with peanuts.
Anyway, Jackie, way too many Heineken Martling, his 2 filthy joke CDs, Sergeant Pecker and the Joke Man, still only $12 plus $4 U.S. shipping. I was on Jackie's webpage. He has an animated, what is that, Jackie?
It's a little animated guy, and he tells dirty jokes.
Is that it?
Yeah, there he is.
That's funny.
He's telling jokes. It is funny.
You know what? I think the joke maybe... I don't know, maybe not.
And it tells a dirty joke?
It's spicy. You hear him?
It tells...
Yeah. All right, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I don't know why the level's so low. But anyway, Sergeant Pecker and the Joke Man, still only $12 plus $4 U.S. shipping. Also on cassette, buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING.
Joke of the week?
Joke of the week. Told by a little animated thing. This Friday and Saturday, May 1st and 2nd at the Comedy Palace. It's Jackie in Andover, Massachusetts. For information and the oodles of jokes, visit jokeland.com.
Animated guy.
Yeah. Tomorrow we're going to have a big show. Guess who's going to be here? Vinnie Mazzio Jr. will perform his comedy.
Wonderful.
And later this week, a woman's going to come in and tell us the do's and don'ts of meeting strippers.
Okay.
Supermodel Carol Alt will be here.
Do you think the rule... Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
She's not a stripper.
I know.
A gossip game this week. Don't forget the E-Show, the My Generation game. Also meet Gary Delabate at the New York City Hawks Arena football game at Madison Square Garden Monday, May 4th. Don't miss Stuttering John at the opening week of Guitar Center in Springfield, New Jersey, Friday night, May 8th from 7 to 9 p.m.
Hey, Howard.
What?
We also added a Daniel Carver movie review this week.
Good.
Howard Stern is known affectionately as the King of Slime Radio. Cindy Adams has the scoop and more.
His name is Howard Stern. He's the bad boy of morning drive radio with a mouth that his mommy should have washed out with Brillo.
Howard Stern Show.
Hey, Howard, is this you?
It's me.
See, I've never heard this Mr. Stern's program. I know nothing about him, his sidekick, Robin Quivers, Stuttering John, Jackie the Joke Man Martling, Fred Norris, Ganji Gorilla, Billy West, Gary Delabate, or Gay Rich, who stops by occasionally. I've never heard any of them, but what I do know of them, I absolutely detest. Okay, when we come back, we're going to play Black Jeopardy and Lesbian Dial-A-Date. So
The Howard Stern Show. You're listening to Howard Stern.
Can you hear this?
Hey, Freddie, read these plugs.
Maybe not. Thank you. Thank you, Scott. This late breaking bulletin, you can meet Gary Delabate at the New York City Hawks Arena football game. That's Monday, May 4th in Madison Square Garden. Gary will be doing the coin toss and hosting a halftime tug of war. Don't miss Stuttering John appearing at the Guitar Center store in Springfield, New Jersey next Friday night. May 8th from 7 to 9 p.m. Of course, Scott the Engineer, anytime you want him, he will be at your party, your wedding, your anniversary, your bar mitzvah. King Norris at 17 Unplugged Thursday night around 6 o'clock. It's on Murray Street. It's in Lower Manhattan. And the Village Pub in Port Jeff. I think it's Port Jeff. It's the far one out. It's not the near port. It's the far port, in case I get it wrong, which I usually do. Did I say, Scott, 718-50-BAG-5040? 718-BAG-5040. Just want to make sure, because otherwise Scott gets so very upset. 718-BAG-5040. All
right, everybody. Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
At this time, the Howard Stern Radio Network leaves the airwaves for technical adjustments.